Welcome to the last lap of the first section of FC1. Here, the Hungaroring is where we will take place this round 13 of the Formula Craft 1 season. And it is a special one here. And I say the most underrated track, perhaps, of the calendar. This thing is fun to push for the drivers, for the spectators, for us in the booth as well. The Hungaroring has plenty to offer and honestly isn't very much talked about. So today is where we will land on the Hungaroring as we're running around through turn 1 PK into Hamilton turn 2. It is an exciting track, and alongside me watching this Formula Craft 1 race is, of course, yours truly, Gold Leader as well. And Gold,
Hello.
Gold, you're looking at maybe standings and sheets, but forget that for a moment. What do you think the drivers need to do on the Hungaroring to really push their times?
I think it always is, but it comes down to practice. This track, I've heard, is extremely fun to drive and just time trial. So I imagine there's a lot of drivers who have taken the extra time that they normally do because this track is so fun and put in lots and lots of time. So I think it's going to be who's put the most time, who enjoys this track the most, and can put down those laps in a race setting.
Yeah, it's pretty well put there. Practice time means a lot here. And if you've ever gotten the chance to drive a lap around here, you can see why. I mean, within your first lap, you can figure it out, why it's so fun. The big word I think I'm going to put for all the drivers here to do, this is my life lesson on the Hungaroring. The big word is maximize. Every single corner you need to maximize, from the tiniest of improvements like shortcutting the apexes to stretching out to the outside of the corners every single time. This really feels like a racer's track, and qualifying I think will be one of the most interesting ones of the season so far. And it's beautiful here.
Great.
It's gonna
be the track looks amazing.
Yeah, of course, Hungaroring, we have, from my knowledge, one Hungarian who regularly shows up. That's Brecky. He usually shows up for FC2, and I think he'll make an appearance later today.
He's got quite the statue going on the straight here.
Yes, he does. Way over there, you can see Brecky. Yeah, a long-time FC2 guy, had a long-standing duel, I guess, for a couple of years with a Hungarian or half Hungarian driver, Adam Zappel, who used to commentate these races last year, and the two of them have actually put in some podiums in FC2 in 2024. They paired second and third. You want to guess who got second there? Who won that duel?
I'm gonna say Brecky.
Yeah, the local boy did it that time. And,
the local boy.
So he has that one to his belt over Adam, but we'll see what he can do later today. But for FC1, all the drivers are just now starting to show up to this track. I just saw Oint go by. There's Omega Miz, and Oint's done pretty good well here too. He's gotten a podium here last year, second place, alongside, and maybe you can see if he's available. But one name who always seems to make an appearance in the Hungaroring, no matter how active he is throughout the rest of the season, is Nito the First. And I don't know what it is with this guy, but he loves the Hungaroring. He absolutely loves this track, and he performs really well on it too. For being a driver who's never really become top class compared to some of these other drivers like Rocket, Lapis, Makuzen, he's made a name for himself. He got third last year, despite not really making an appearance the rest of the season. He's gotten a couple fourth place finishes, some fifth place. He's done well here, and he always shows up. I always remember whenever, as a driver, I'd be competing against him a lot, and it would be like, why is Nito up here with us? Like, he's just there. He's there with us, and it's fun to see Nito really just putting in the effort on the Hungaroring, and I think he figured out how good this track is before the rest of us really did. All right, well, let's take a look at the standings for a second here, and only a little bit has changed. Most notably, Martinitis, and a pretty pretty bad couple of races, the last two from Artinitis. He was second before we entered the British Grand Prix. Now he's fifth. Is he on right now? No, he's not. Now he's fifth in the standings. That's a big drop.
Supposedly he's not going to be here today either. Looking at the team sheets, he's listed as reserve for today, so I imagine he's not going to be here. Another hit for not only Pelican but himself too. We'll see. Maybe things change, but as of now,
he's driving for Pelican. It says. Make sure. I believe he was in IKEA not too long ago. For a minute, maybe I messed my notes up, but
I have him under Pelican.
All right, well, whatever the case is, he's under Pelican these today. Oh, you know what? Never mind. I'm stupid. I put my standings in the wrong spot today and messed it up. Yeah, that makes sense. This is 32 Gilas on Pelican, and that's not right either. Right. Speaking of teams, no big changes, but Alpig and VanWave still going at it for that second place in the standings. Do you take overall skill over overall participation and practice time? That is what Alpig and VanWave are fighting to figure out.
Always practice time. It's always consistency in practice time.
Well, that's what Alpig and them are expecting here with Oinkt on the lead roll today. And currently in third, right behind, only 22 points behind VanWave for that second spot.
Pelican's up there too.
Yeah,
they have a shout.
Yeah, Pelican starting to bring it back into this podium battle, and I think we could say probably not a chance for anyone below that. IKEA is far off and away from that battle, battling for fifth with Squilliams there. But
yeah, we've seen it throughout the whole season. We've got like these groups forming. Steak and Carbs obviously one above everybody else, but 2 through 4, VanWave, Alpig, up, and Pelican having a good battle, and then followed by IKEA, Squilliams, and Garana, all doing a good battle between those three. And the bottom of the pack isn't far off from each other either, so that's Garana, Sandstorm, Quactrit, and McDonald's. However you pronounce it.
McDonald's is,
McDonald's, there you go.
I believe is the way you say it. It is 2 A's in their name. But as we watch Bolt get his last bit of practice time in before we run into the qualifying session in 15 minutes time. So Hungaroring right before the summer break is, I think it's going to be a good refresh for most of the drivers to take a break from the seemingly ridiculous schedule of FC1 these days, with a race just about every other weekend, and a lot of times multiple weekends in a row. And it'll be good for some teams to kind of refresh, rethink what's been going on, what can they improve. Teams who haven't been performing this first half of the season, like Squilliams or McDonald's, Quactrin as well, having some good drivers in there, but just can't seem to hold their team together. Well, we'll have time to figure it out, fix it, and try and challenge their other rivals for a better spot in the standings. Or
I think is almost more important, Blue, for this summer break is recharge. I think these drivers have been stretched out to their limits on what they do when they compete in other fields besides FC1. I think a good recharge is going to be very, very important for them to continue their journey.
Yeah, and except for a lot of drivers I think feel that way. Some of the drivers who've been on a tear, who have been doing really well this past couple races, I think Paper Yoshi, JH Dash are ones I'm looking at. They're hot right now, and unfortunately for them, the break couldn't come at more of a worse time, where you're kind of forced to put on the brakes and then restart later on when they're on quite a streak, with Yoshi going up to second as of today.
Oh wow, that's very nice for him.
So it's an interesting thing to think about. Of course, the break doesn't mean break for these drivers really, because with so many leagues happening across the entire boat racing scene, they're There's always racing to happen, and a lot of these drivers will take part in racing outside of FC1, whether it be through BRWC or any of the other formulas, Formula Mario from BRWC, of course. What else do we have? Golf, I think, is doing some stuff. But most importantly, there's one race that happens in the summer, and you've probably already seen it.
We don't need to mention this one. I mean, it's not that big, right?
It's not that big. No, but it is everywhere. And it is what needs to be talked about at some point during the FC1 season. And if you haven't seen it already, it is this race right here. The BCC 2026 has just been announced for the 2026 year. August 14th through the 16th is when it is happening. The largest boat race ever is back for its fifth race of for fifth annual. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Fifth annual race. And last year had 700 people sign up. And if you want to sign up, go join the Appleseed Boat Gang, or really any of our partnered Discord servers, which is basically just every ice boat racing server ever. You'll see an announcement for the BCC race to sign up for your brand new to this year, a qualifying or a group stage race, which hosts on Friday, Saturday, 4 of them. And of course, the top 75 of each race will move on to an all-star race on Sunday morning. You do not want to miss out on the best day to be a boat racer. August 14th through the 16th is when you need to be there. That's what a lot of these drivers will probably be looking at. After Hungaroring, they'll be saying, hey, wait, next we have an exciting opportunity for anyone, really. Whether you're new, whether you're old, whether you're experienced or brand new, BCC is the... it's most exciting day to be a boat racer, but I mean, it's a celebration of boat racing across all communities. There you go. There's my spiel. Go sign up if you haven't already. But I know Paper Yoshi signed up. He's ready. As he's driving around the last couple of laps for him. We got 10 minutes to go before the qualifying. I think they're gonna do a practice race, aren't they? I think so. Yeah, a little lap race. That'll be good. And honestly, there they go. Oh, perfect timing. They go off into turn 1. You can get an idea. This is your preview. There you go of of the race to come later. And there goes TJ. Let's watch him. He started in the very, very back. Let's watch him go all the way through this one, swerving through. Look at these back markers. He's swerving through from last to the middle of the pack already before the first turn. Not too bad from the Skillins driver. There's Rocket ahead of him. Rocket's in here for the first time. And a long while, it seems like it's been almost a year since Rocket has been in an FC1 race, and he's back for the Hungaroring, driving for Squilliams, maybe gonna switch things up for the American team and bring him back into 5th position of the standings. So it'll be nice to see Rocket back for the Hungaroring. He's won here, 2024. He won, so maybe make it 2 for Rocket.
The return of the king, or in this case, the Rocket race.
Exactly. Yeah, and these practice races are actually really beneficial to drivers. I know when I was driving a lot, getting a practice race in, even if it was the night before or the day before, is really knowledgeable to understand. Okay, here I am in a real race setting. What needs to be improved on? So if I'm making a lot of mistakes, in the race and in these practice races, I know, okay, I can't push every corner like I was practicing earlier. I have to be a little bit more careful during the race, or at least work on my consistency for the practice to come. And it also provides you ideas of how do you really overtake on this track. And that's what they're probably still learning. Of course, they're always learning with these practices. How do you overtake on the Hungaroring? And there goes Rocket getting bumped away, letting TTG through. But how do you overtake? And perhaps that's through turn 1, PK, or turn 4, Mansell, I believe. The new names for the Hungaroring this year are good opportunities, and honestly, turn 4 is quite an exciting one, all things considered. They're all really great turns here, but you can't really see the apex. We were talking about this a lot during Spa last week, going up into Eau Rouge and Redalion, but or Radion. I keep calling it Redalion. I don't know why, but Yeah, right here. You can't really see the apexes and the exits very well at the bottom of the hill. So you're guessing a lot going into the corner, and so you really have to kind of memorize how your movement's going to go and how fast can you really take that corner, because once again, it's all about maximizing today. With TDG, he's tearing it up through this field, although a little scrape on the outside. Maximize too hard, TDG, letting going through on that one. Oh, there he goes. Now that one gets bumped, but yeah. So lots of learning going on through this practice race they're doing, and it's good for them. It's good
Yeah,
for
I
them.
think it's most important is the starts, the first lap. Like this first lap in boat racing is so crucial to how the rest of your race is going to go. And it's very difficult to give you a practice. It's not exactly right because you don't have a qualifying, so you'll have drivers in different spots than they're used to. But all things considered, it's great for them to be able to practice. Like, okay, where things can get clumped up, where can I go and be successful for when the true race start happens.
Yeah, absolutely spot on, and it gives you an idea, like, okay, well, especially on which side of the track you'll be starting on. If you know which side of the if you remember what side of the track you're starting on for the practice race, and you get on the same side, you have such an advantage to knowing how the drivers generally react to your position where you are. If you're on the left side, okay, it looks like a lot of drivers try to push to the left side of the track at the very beginning. So you're kind of more knowledgeable. Okay, well, I'm on the left side right now. It might be worth it to go to the right side before getting to turn one, and maybe getting some overtakes on drivers who bump, all pressuring themselves into the outside of the corner.
Yeah, this is something that TTG has built himself on. First lap, just king over here. This guy
Yeah,
knows how to
absolutely.
dispatch slower drivers or drivers he thinks he's faster than
Yeah.
so well.
Yeah, and he grew up quick racing. That's how he started his career. That's how he got signed, was his great quick racing abilities on the frostex.com server. And so that's what he's best at, overtaking drivers. And soon enough, he raised the level of practice, the level of race pace, and his qualifying pace as well to match that over the course of the past year and a half. And sure enough, now he's a top class driver to pair with, although not too much this year. He's been a little bit on the low.
Well, enough about practice. Blue, who's gonna win this one?
It's an open door, really, and we could look at Joka, fastest practice time. We could look at Paper Yoshi. We could look at Mafiosa, 32 Gilo. A lot of names to pick from, but if I were to pick blindly, it's not Builder Matty. He's an FC2. So I was gonna say it's him, but he's not an FC1 today, I don't think. We're gonna go with Joka today. He's off the back of a race win, his first ever in Spa, and we'll see if you can do it again. Fastest practice time, of course, in the Hungaroring, and the confidence, more confidence than really anybody else can have with that race win last week. So I'm gonna go with Joka. This is gonna be my pick.
I'm also gonna say Joka, but I do have a suspicion. And if it were me, I'm not putting, I'm gonna put myself in Joka's position. If it were me, I'm fresh off of my first win, and I'm probably thinking to myself, am I this good? Can I hold this? Can I keep doing what I'm doing and win another race? Maybe he's gonna get into his head, or maybe he's gonna make himself more confident and faster. That's what I'm thinking about when it comes to Joka. But this guy's fresh off of a new team change, new team, new you sort of deal. I
And it's
mean, and how
working.
can you and it's working, and how can you say no to a guy who's got his first win and has got the fastest practice time so far? Just you can't help but root for this guy too. I mean, I've always watched him throughout the races, and I love how he drives and some. Oh, I say that. We got a new update, Blue.
No way, so we just set a new time.
Yeah, Hotspot just set a new time. He's
Are
he's
you kidding
about a
me?
tenth quicker than Joka, 1:43.705.
This happened last week too. I believe it was, who was it? It was Martinitis, I think, swiping away the fastest time from Yoshi. I think I might be wrong on that one. There we go, a new fastest time Hotspot.
And Chico also
1:20:37.
making up position.
Who?
Joka also just made up position there from, or sorry, Gilo, not Joka.
Gilo, there you
Gilo.
go. These guys, how do they do it? How do they do it? You spend a week practicing, and somebody comes in and last minute says, "Actually, that's my record."
This
Well,
sort of happens sometimes. You just get on those heaters.
I guess, and where is it? There we are. And yeah, Joka, don't look at the times. Don't look at the times, Joka. You're still first in your heart, right? You're still first. No one's faster than you on this track yet. You just don't
Well,
know
while
it.
we were talking, I believe No Name just started and then quali.
No, it has not. These are all. Yeah, I'm spectating it right now. They're still signing people up.
Oh, they're signing.
This is another race. These drivers, they can't get enough of the racing. They're bored. They need to race.
Fancy.
That's what they're here for. So why not spend the time waiting to race to race? All right, we'll put it in chat here if you think you have a better pick than Joka to win this one. And honestly, with Hotspot putting in that new fastest lap, you cannot count him out anymore. So put in chat if you got a better idea than us. But until then, we have No Name Quali up next. If you don't know how No Name Quali works, it is all the drivers who are not signed to a team are given the opportunity to race in the FC1 race this week as a no-name driver. And so all the drivers will participate in a qualifying session. I think it's about 3 or 4 laps long, depending on the day. But yeah, and then the top 3 are guaranteed a spot in the FC1 race, with the rest of them filling up spots that have been missing from perhaps teams. So if, let's say Squilliams is missing their 3rd driver, then there is a 4th option for the no names. Let's say Second Carbon is missing their 3rd driver, then there is an option as well. So make it up to 5, top 5 get in. So
the 3 are guaranteed. And that's what we'll be looking out for.
Yep, that is the goal for any of the drivers in No Name, is top 3, so you know you have the option. And honestly, No Name gives a good chance for any of the FC1 teams who are maybe lacking in their teams. I mean, they don't like their drivers, or they're not fast enough, or well, I don't know. It's hard to cut somebody just because they're not fast enough. If they're a good driver, it's a little bit mean. And I know Formula 1 can be kind of a rough sport. FC1 isn't. They're nice to people here. They don't just cut them because you're bad, or they try not to. If you really are, then they'll cut you. But if there's drivers who are not showing up, let's say, then and they're looking for new ones, No Name is the first place they look, and then FC2 is the second place they look, and then really elsewhere. So I think a lot of them take drivers from BWC League B. I think is pretty common, and yeah, so it's a good opportunity to participate. Try for No Name. If you make it in, great. You got eyes on you for the main spots in the teams. If you don't make it in, well, you have FC2 later today, anyways, and we'll go prove them wrong.
I think we're kind of due for a no-name driver performing. I feel like we haven't seen a true performance from one of the no-name slots, so I'm excited to see maybe today's the day.
Maybe, as they're still doing another practice race. But it is across the time. It is 10 a.m. Pacific time, which means we entered race day. We entered the race time. It means no more drivers signing. The signups have been closed for teams. They can't change their lineups anymore. And No Name Quali is loaded up and ready to go. Who do we got on this board? It's always a mixed bag of kind of random names, and it's always fun to see who is ready to perform today. And that is Sue the Seagull, Rapping Ivy, Voigt, Big Burb, Killer Lil Skrilla, Wrath of Finland, MJAP, Hose Diagram, Crumb Cats on No Name. Well, that's an interesting one. Crumb Cat there.
Wait a minute. Yeah, what's going on there?
Podium tier in 2023 in FC2. Omega Miz, Kebab, Doggo, and Shuttleman are your top 14. I believe we should have some more. Let's take a look. Oh.
That's interesting. Do we have 3 Alpic drivers here already?
Yeah, 14 drivers signed up, ready to participate. Of course, only the top 3 get in. I do think we did get a reset though. So yeah, we take a little bit more.
Yeah, so okay, let's talk about Chromcat for a minute. Chromcat is signed to Alpig as a reserve driver, but he has his teammates Hutspot, JH and Oinked are all main slot drivers and are here today. So if Chromcat does get one of the no-name slots, as we expect he would, with his skill, he will be driving for no name and will only earn points for himself and not for the team.
Exactly. He will probably most likely be in the team call though for Alpig. I
Oh,
think how
absolutely.
these run. If you know of the famous 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is how that was done with no name slots.
You gotta watch it. That's gotta be one of the best stories in ice boat racing.
Oh,
Go watch that.
It has to be.
Go watch that if you haven't or have no idea what we're talking about.
Yeah, the legendary Squilliams, or I guess Greasy Gaming at the time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the greatest team in ice boat racing, is the title. All right, we got one more change on the timing standings. One more before we start no name. TDG, those two guys putting up a 6th fastest time, 3, 4, 5, 7th fastest time. There are 144.178. So you can see, oh, we got another change. I think Life Network just took his spot, didn't he? I think Life Network just improved as well. There he is. These guys, track's hot, I guess, right now. There he goes. You can see Life Network like punching at the leaderboard. He knows what he did. He knows that's where he's at. And man, everyone's hot today. I mean, it's a really good confidence boost to get a PB right before your qualifying session. Really,
you
really
on top of the world when you do that.
Especially for Hutspot, who just got a world record on it. So. All right, well, here we go. It's a 3, 2, 1, and the no-name quali is underway. We are going to watch. Who do we want to watch? Want to watch Chromcat through this one? This opening lap? Where's our man? Where is one of our fastest drivers in 2025? There he is. Off and away he goes into turn 1 PK in the Hungaroring. Remember, everything here, if you missed the beginning of our broadcast here, everything's about maximizing. Maximize every single corner, really pinch the insides of each corner, and drag it out to the outside as well. Simple racecraft stuff, but it's hard to execute. Go through turn 2, Hamilton. It looks pretty good there from Crumb. Staying on the mixed ice there. Pretty smooth so far. Into 3.
See Hutspot watching on his fellow teammate as he drives along.
I think there was a scrape there from Crumb into Mansell. Or, yeah.
Spring, I believe.
Angel. Kilo also around here, and Hose Diagram as well. Let's take a look at somebody else maybe on this track here. Let's look at Wrath of Finland. He's been doing pretty good. He just came off a Crater Cup win on Monza just yesterday, so he's feeling pretty confident into the Hungaroring after that race win. Although it was only against 4 drivers, but still good. Still good. And yeah, here we go into what is this? Turn 12. I think this is
Schumacher.
Into turn 13. Senna. Looks pretty good there from Wrath of Finland. Pretty smooth so far for a lot of these drivers, and we're going to start seeing names coming in. And who's got the fastest first lap? They have they're gonna get only 3 laps, I think, this race. Voigt having the fastest time so far, 1:45.1. Chromcat doesn't get enough to beat him. Omega Miz does though. 1:44.8 is the new fastest time from Omega Miz. And remember, it's top 3 is what they want to guarantee a spot. And so they go again. Omega Miz Voigt and Krumkat have the best advantage going into lap 2. And
Yeah, we're gonna have to keep our eye on Crum. He made that one mistake.
yeah, scraping
If he
into
can
turn
correct
4.
that, he'll be just fine.
Wrath of Finland is still up through turn 2. Krumkat is not, though. Down to 10th already, actually, and Kilo behind him. Similar story. So we'll see if we can make an improvement. Doesn't scrape, looks like this time, into Manjel.
Yeah, he's already
Mansell?
up by 4/10.
Nigel Mansell, that's his name.
Nigel Mansell,
Yeah.
famous Formula One driver, drove for Williams.
Well, Killo's up on his time. Where's Crum at? We gotta get a little bit further. He is up 2/10. Wrath of Finland up 4/10, though, just ahead of him. So we'll take a watch.
For Wrath of Finland, that's not going to be enough unless he can really get going here.
Yeah, I have a feeling there's not gonna be there's a little bit of a overcorrection there from Crum. I'm gonna lose a little bit of time. I don't think drivers are gonna be scraping, making big mistakes too often here, but I think the race base is going to be pretty wide between a lot of these drivers. You can already see it in that first lap that top 7 are separated by a full second.
Yeah, Krumlin actually ended up not improving at all.
Yeah, I think he went a little bit wide, had a little bit of shaky turn 11 there, so not gonna be enough. Big Burb, though, setting the new fastest time, a 1:44.7 03 actually for Big Burb.
Very good drive.
Putting Crum into 5th with Voigt and Killowell in between as well. Killowell getting a good time there as well. So that's going to put some pressure on the Krumkat, the 2025 world champion, I believe. I don't remember these things after years, but I believe that's the case.
Yeah.
And he's put under pressure for sure, Krumkat. Let's see what he's doing now. He's paired up with Wrath.
It'd be quite the confidence hit if he cannot make No Name.
Absolutely. That'd be quite a downfall. Oh, Wrath of Finland crushing it into Mansell. Not going to be anything good for him on this one. And unfortunately, he might have to sit out of No Name today and out of FC1.
Well, here we go. Krumkat is improving by 6/10. That would put him in 2nd currently.
Into 6-7 driving center. Yes, that is its actual name. The Turn 6-7 Driving Center is the name of those
and
corners.
My favorite names, Buddha and Pest.
And Buddha and Pest, so right fun. After this one. Yeah, it's interesting things that the Hungaroring has done. Budapest is pretty funny. Right, well, Krumkat going into turn 13 here. And looking really good. 4/10 up.
This is Schumacher. Now into 13 Senna.
Yeah, up 4/10. So he needs to get 5/10 to get the fastest time, but he should, if he stays on this pace, he will get to that top 3 as he finishes. Of course, it's not over till it's over, but Krumkat looking pretty good at 4.3. Let's see if he can land it any faster than he can. Yes, he can at 5/10.
Oh, right on the bubble.
500 short of Big Burb's fastest time. Voigt is up there as well, 200 short. And as long as Omega Miz or Kill don't get a faster time, they should be safe. And let's take a look at what they're doing. Omega Miz has finished. What about Killer Lol? He has also finished. Kebab has yet to finish. There he goes. It is an improvement, but not enough.
Wait for Shuttleman. He's up 5 seconds somehow.
Shuttleman's up 5 seconds.
He was at the bottom of the leaderboard. I don't know. I think he scrubbed both his laps, but
well,
the first 2.
Shuttleman going to 7th there. And we're not sure how many oh, there we go. Staff tell me saying 4 no-name qualities today. So lucky news for Omega Miz getting into the last spot available. Unfortunate for Killowell, who has not made it into the session there. You can see it from race control there. His top 4 get in. So there you go. There's what you needed to do. And that's the drivers who are able to get it in. Big Burb, Voigt, Krumkat, Omega Miz are the ones we will see racing for themselves, racing for their own, skill, of course, their own, showing what they can do. like like a young buck coming to town, right? I mean, you gotta show what you can do. They're not gonna you can't just tell them what you can do and then they're gonna sign you. You gotta show them. And No Name is the best place to do it by far.
Remind me, who do we know Voik as? Forgetting.
I don't think is Voigt in all. I don't think so. Is it? Am I crazy?
I don't know. I think we had this conversation 2 weeks ago, and I don't remember.
They change their names so often. I don't think so. I think they're I think they're their own person. Someone check could prove me wrong, but I'm pretty sure Voigt is their own person who's been rising through quick races.
Well, good for them.
Thank you, Fuko, saying Voigt started racing in Canada and hasn't stopped since, and has since been improving, and now into FC1 as a no-name driver. Right. Well, qualifying is next, and if you're not sure how qualifying works, we got you covered. This is the qualifying format for Formula Craft 1. We got a Q1 where we take 2 laps around the track, where the bottom 13 get eliminated and get stuck in their spots, and after those 2 laps, we'll jump right into a Q2. Times reset, then the top 20 duke it out. Top 10 will move on to a Q3 session, which is a one-shot quali to set pole position. And I know that was just a lot of fast information at you, but we'll take it through one step at a time. All you need to know right now for this Q1 session, you need to make it to the top 20.
Now's your time to go get yourself a drink, get yourself some food, like a couple minutes before quali starts, and then we'll go straight into the race after that.
You're right about that. All right, well, here we go. Did I press it? There we go. Qualifying is loaded and ready to go. What speed Race Control has now to load up? That's off to Race Control. They're the unthanked. They always go
Absolutely.
Unthanked.
We do nothing compared to what they do.
We're thanking them now. Yeah.
Yeah, we thank them now, and then we talk crap about them later. Just kidding, just kidding. We never talk crap about Race Control.
No. And they've been really good this year, all things
considered. They've been incredible.
So next time you think something went wrong with them, just remember they're volunteers. Instead, they could be out on track racing with you guys, and they instead manage the race. And I mean, some people love it. I think Satoni and Sweats they really do enjoy managing races, really running it. But I don't know what their inspiration is to do so, but I'm glad they have it.
Well, here we go. Start of Q1.
Right. Well, here we go. Q1 session. You need to make it in the top 20 for this one to go through, and we're hoping for some good qualifying. There's Digo going for a block stop on turn 1. I don't think that works, Digo. Not at all.
I don't think he did it very well, but I think it's possible. I just don't think it's going to be fast or smart.
And you only get 2 laps in this Q1. You really can't pressure it too much. You can't push too hard. All right, who's pushing out of the front of this pack? Big Burb, who just came out of the no name. Those 2 guy and Life Network. Like I said, we were talking
Paper about Yoshi's also on a heater after that first couple laps.
Oh, some drivers going wide there. That's I believe Raprenga, also known as FMLG, going a little bit wide there on this first one. Starq's is up here as well. Really good stuff from Quacktrain driver.
Yeah, so Paper Yoshi started actually when he went across the start-finish line. He was in the back, so he's not only is he in front of the pack, but he's like double the distance of what you expect.
Okay. So Paper Yoshi looking like the fastest time so far.
Yeah,
as we go up the hills.
Absolutely.
And and Life Network feeling really confident. He just set his new personal best right before qualifying started, right before no name quali. And I'm sure he's feeling over the moon right now, especially with this first lap that he's challenging track. And Yoshi for that fastest time. A little bit different line there from Yoshi, taking the inside route. And Crumbcat going way too wide at the Senna, crashing out, and he'll lose that lap for sure. Right, into the last corner we go, and we'll see who sets the fastest lap of this first one. Who is going to struggle?
Paper Yoshi. Paper Yoshi just had an incredible time.
There you go, 144.13. Yeah, absolutely. That seems pretty dang good for Paper Yoshi. And then they go again. Lap 2 is where it goes. Actually, we're going to get a third lap, actually. We are going to get a third lap. It's just barely enough time.
Okay, so I'm looking at who's got to improve. It's got to be a Rocket.
Oh, Sarkyu scraping on turn 1 isn't going to be enough.
Rocket and Crumb
That's
and
Iltis,
Digo are drivers who are currently in the drop zone.
Yeah, and there's Rocket right there. So let's watch this one. Let's watch Rocket through this one, of course. He's finally back to FC1 Racing after seemingly a year of inactivity. Driving for Squilliams, the American team, the one he raced for years ago in the, of course, we talked about it earlier, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He was one of them. And we'll see what he could do coming back. Is it harder than he thought it was to just jump back into Formula Craft Racing?
Absolutely. I mean, these drivers are so quick these days.
Yeah, you look at old racing and you're like, how do you win with that pace, right? But yeah, it certainly gets harder. And well, let's Rocket up. Is he up to pace right now? He's P22. He's up 4/10 already from that first lap. Going through the 6-7 complex. And yeah, we've been up another second, so he's going to keep improving. And so, guys, it wasn't a mistake on his first lap. It was just a numerous bunch. Every single turn, it seemed like he was releasing or had issues, but he's figured it out. Maybe he's found his line. Maybe he's found his pace. Maybe he's talking with his teammates on what to do. And oh, a little bit of an early braking, a little bit too harsh there for Rocket into Schumacher, but still good enough. Still good enough for an improvement. But he has lost a lot of time doing that. He is lucky that he gets an extra lap, a bonus lap. Let's call it a bonus lap for Rocket. Right, Big Bird set the new fastest time from No Name, 143.9, up ahead of Life Network and Paper Yoshi, who Life Network also setting a new fast lap. And
yeah, Crumb's still got to improve. He's still in the drop zone. It's going to be another last lap for Crumb that he's got to make it count.
Right, well, Rocket did get into 14th with that lap, so. He's running the bubble there. He should be still looking to improve. It's not dead certain he'll make it into this next session, but looks much better from Rocket on that second lap. But Crumb though, yeah, still outside. He's in P32, which is second to last, and it would be horrible for the reigning world champion to start Hungaroring from the back of the grid. As he gets past Vicky, scraping into Manzo.
Yeah, and this is something we've been talking about all season, is Alpig's lineup and how they've changed it between every single race. Crumbcat today is on, of course, driving for No Name, so he was on the reserve list. And, I think so far they've made the right call, unless Crumb can pull himself together here in the last lap.
Exactly.
Q1.
Yeah, of course, the other driver being, being oinked. Who's up here? He's fighting with he's in 16th right now, oinked. So you want to make sure he gets.
Yeah, I believe he's had 2 slow laps as well, but 2 not as slow as compared to Crumb.
No,
both messed up. No, he messed up again. Crumb's gonna be out.
Crumb's gonna be out. Yeah, that's not good news. Crumb's starting this race at the very
deep
back.
Into Schumacher. Died.
Schumacher again. Wow, Crumb. Not a good qualifying for the reigning world champion. We do have a new fastest time. That's Joka putting it up at 143.77. Big Bird trying to match him, not quite there. Into second.
Matches his best too. Very good lap.
Though, stealing it away. 143.4 fastest time of quali 1.
That is. Oh no, it's not quite. Wait, yeah, that is a world record.
That's a world record for Paper Yoshi.
Yeah. Hotspot said a 143.7.
143.4? How did he do that?
Do not know. Well done, Paper Yoshi, and Joker for that matter, who's not that far off either.
How do you? Okay, so 3/10 faster
than
the world record.
Okay.
Are we saying he lagged across the line?
Maybe he got a couple tenths off of lag.
Okay. Well, I mean, he was gonna get in anyways. So it's just Q1, so it's not
confidence booster.
I guess it's a confidence boost to see that time on the board, but yeah, I think he'll We've never had one that bad before. That I mean, if these things happen, you can
Not
lag,
bad.
and especially during a qualifying session, you can't start a lap if you're lagging. But in a qualifying session, you can. I guess that's what happened to Paper Yoshi. There's got a little bit of a luck of lag before he crossed the start line. So it started recording his time later than when he actually crossed, right? So he could have already been to turn 1 by the time his timer started. But is enough to bring him to give a 3/10 world record, which we're kind of gonna be probably ignoring. Yeah. But
well, with
it's
the
still good
Q1
lap,
completion, we'll lose some drivers. We'll lose Columba, Voik, or no name driver. We lose Oinks.
Oh.
And Dark Robo, not Dark Rober. We'll lose Punnings.
Mark Rober,
yeah. We'll lose Digo from Garana. We'll lose Rubik, Moloko, Struxel, I am Yapringle, Vicky, Spooky Jimmy, and of course Chromcat, who'll be starting at the back.
Yeah, we're bringing it out as well as Big Les. He's gotten some good race time, practice time, and just didn't seem to have it today in the Hungaroring. Right, we're moving to Q2. There's 2 laps for them to pick from. Which one's going to be their best? And it's so far looking really clean from the top pack of these drivers. With Paper Yoshi, of course, having the flap from Q1, although debatable whether that was real flap or just lag. Whatever the case,
I believe it was a very fast lap, regardless.
Yeah. He said he was even with his last lap. So before Rocket scraping there, not gonna be good for him in his first lap. So Rocket gonna have to make it all in that second lap, as 32 Gilo leading the pack now of this Q2 session. As we go into there's a block stop incoming. That's Mopeki trying to block stop. I think it worked. I think it worked to an extent. Into Senna we go, and it's still looking really good from 32 Gilo, as there's some starting to spread out a little bit. Life Network falling off the pace just a tad. Yoshi bringing it out forward, and we'll see what these times are going to the first lap. They're going to get this one and one more. The drivers who have started from the back might only get one. And 32 Gilo up on top of this first session. Paper Yoshi in second there. Hotspot in third. Remember, the top 10 are going to move on to our Q1 session. So anyone about high in top 10 is in trouble. That is Syracuse, Kane, Mopeki, Omega, Bolt. I think TDG is also there in 16th.
Yep. TDG, JH Dash, and Rocket Race both scrubbed their first laps. Or all 3 scrubbed their lap.
All 3 Squilliams drivers currently out in Q2, except for Iltis, who is in 10th, so just right on that bubble. But 32 looking really, really good right now, is even up further on his time. But yeah, these laps got to be putting in the work. Let's see what Rocket is up to. He is, I can't see how, is he up on his time right now?
No, he's down to 10th currently.
Okay, he's still even though, but he's got to put in the work by quite a bit if he wants to get it done. I mean, he had a scrape there, so he had a scrape, so that's why he's up 2/10 already. If he doesn't scrape again, this should be enough for him to clear into Q3. Oh, that's Hotspot there scraping. He's good on his time though. He should be okay going on into Q3. But that gives you a little bit of a confidence boost maybe to the other drivers.
Yeah, I believe the top 5 are going to be safe with those times. They seem very quick, but you never know. Definitely Joka and up are all set some pretty decent times.
Oh, there's a scrape to that's Iconos going way too deep, and he's gonna be out of this session for sure with that one.
They get another lap, don't they?
They do not get another lap. 2 laps.
2 laps. Gotcha.
So last one is here we go. JH Dash is also up 2 seconds. He needs to bring it into that top 10. There'll be a lot of changes, so the drivers on the bubble are gonna should be really scared right now as they all start coming through. Kane moving up the standings. 30 Gilo improving. Who else we got going up? And I don't see Rocket up in our top 15. So I think he's out.
There it goes.
So we're going to say goodbye to NG Main, Zook Sinlo, Omega, Mopeki, Rocket there in 16th. Those 2 guys in 15th, 14th for Iltis, 13th for Builder Matty, JH, 12th, and Syracuse in 11th. And we bring it.
Lucky prick for Big Burb, our no-name driver, who's performing. That's fantastic for Big Burb, for his personal driver championship.
Right. Well, 10 or 23 down, 10 to go. So here we go. 10 will set 1 lap each, and we'll see if they can set pole. Some of the drivers are, you can see them, they're waiting. They like to wait sometimes.
Life Network and Paper Yoshi are all 3 waiting.
They like to put on the tension, don't they?
Last lap McGee, Paper Yoshi. He tends to do this, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. He likes to steal. He did it last time, didn't he? Stole it. Stole pole position. All right. Well, into turn 3 or turn 2 we go. Big Bird looking pretty good. Track. Iconos, Kane, 32 Gilo, Joker, and Bolt Potato, all pretty fair even right now. Big Bird looking pretty good. Into Mansell we go. And we're going to go too wide. I think some of that overcorrect. That's Big Bird and Kane going a little bit too hot into Mansell. Have to overcorrect a little bit. You can see the drivers taking advantage of that. Iconos and Track Joka all pushing a little bit more forward than where they were before. I think there's a little bit of a scrape there from Track or an overcorrection or something. Putting Iconos just slightly ahead. Slightly ahead. And we keep moving forward. But Kane Bolt coming back into this one. Clean. And they keep going through. We've got a couple more turns to go. And into Schumacher, we carry on through. Who's going to block stop? No one's bold enough to block stop. Icono still in this pack. A little bit of a compromised exit. But I think you'll be okay for now. And they're all just dead even through the small little mistakes between all of them. It just seems to be that it's just dead even between everybody. And we'll see who sets the fastest time. We still have 2 more who are going to come in a little bit late. But for now, we're going to see who gets for the top 8. It's going to be 32 Gilo on top with a 144-1. Hotspot doesn't get anything done there. Life Network, nothing
Paper Yoshi.
But Paper Yoshi, no. Paper Yoshi, nowhere near. And that is going to be it for our qualifying session. 32 Gilo on top. Kane in second, Iconos third. Joka, Paper Yoshi, Bolt, Life Network, Track, Hotspot, Big Bird. Man, these guys trying to sandbag their starts just to give that hype at them at the stealing the pole from the very end. Only 5th for Paper Yoshi. Very close times. Take a look at that. A 144 from Gilo and a 144.5 from Big Bird. 4/10 separating the top 10 from each other. And I thought Hungaroring is going to give you some wide times here, and I've been proved wrong by the skill level. They're maximizing this track to the absolute limits.
I mean, yeah, 144.1 isn't the best, but it was clean, and that's what mattered. It was safe. You know, the fastest times are in the 143s, and he didn't quite make it there, but it was enough to get pole.
I mean, you get 1 lap. You get 1 lap to say
you get 1 lap to do it.
144.1. I mean, that makes that's just barely outside our top 10 on our.
That's true. It would put him in the top 10 on the leaderboards.
Well, yeah, TDG has his 10th right now with a 144.17, and just barely below. I guess
just outside
is that flap there from 32 Gilo. 1 lap, and you set a almost top 10 time of all time. Right, well, Hotspot reminded me, so we got to do the thing. So let us pull it up, and let's go to spin the wheel. If you don't know how this works, it is a 1 in 8 chance for a reverse grid. And yes, we are due. We are on round 13 of the season. This has not happened yet. So we'll if we land on reverse, first starts last, so 32 Gila will go back to 33rd, and last starts first, which is really good news for Crumbcat if it lands in his favor. But it's only a 1 in 8 chance, so the only thing left to do is spin, see where we land, and if we land on reverse grid, I don't think it's going to happen for 13 times in a row. How does this happen on, I don't know. It's 13 and 0 for normal grid. And
next week, Blue, I'm spinning the wheel.
You're spinning. Right.
Oh no, I guess we have the summer break. Next race after the break.
Well, yeah, next race is in It's in September, I think. I think next race is in September.
A whole month off?
And get a whole month off for summer. Yeah. But plenty of action between that. We mentioned BCC in the pre-show. You do not want to miss the BCC, the best day to be a boat racer, August 14th through the 16th on event.frostix.com.
Yep, if you still got the itch, I believe other leagues are still running, including BC, or of course BCC, BRWC, and golf is also going on. A great beginner league is golf. So if you got the itch and have seen this for the first time, go check out golf racing. It's very casual, very fun, no stakes.
Yeah, I think you can win some prizes too. I think if you win a race,
cars, perhaps.
Yeah, I think if you win a race, you get a golf cart on the main Frostix server. All right, well, there's our pole sitter, 32 Gilo. Just getting one extra lap of practice before we kick things off for the race grid here. And
Blue, are you the type of driver to, in this time, are you shaking out your hands, or are you sitting the last couple laps?
I don't know how I'm feeling. I think sometimes I just sit there and wait. Right, well, here we go. The grid is loaded, and let's check it out. Right, 30 Gilo on top from Steak and Carbs. Then we have Kane in second there, Iconos in third, all separated by less than 1/10 of a second, our top three. Joker right behind them, thought he had the fastest time, didn't get it done. Paper Yoshi in fifth there as well. Both Potato from Ikea into sixth. Life Network in seventh. Trek, they're in eighth position. Hutspot from Alpig into ninth. Big Burb just barely getting to the top 10. Couldn't get anything done after that for our no names. Sarcus, then Jage Dash in 12th. Builder Matty right behind him. Then our three school drivers all back to back to back. Ilda Amor in 14th, 15th, TDG, 16th, two Rocket Rays returning after like a year. Mopeki behind him. Omega Miz, Zook Sinlo, and Engie Main Columba. It's Voigt behind him. Then we have Oink from Alpig. Not a good start for him. 23rd. Dark Robo from Quactrant. Punning's also Quactrant. 25th. Digo, Rubik, Moloko, Struxel, Reprenga, Vicky, Spooky Jimmy, and dead last is Crumpcat from that P33 spot. What can he do from last to first is a possibility for our world champion defender right there, Crumpcat. Can he do anything from P33 on the Hungaroring? We'll have to see as things are getting ready to go. 17 laps, 2 pits to go, and it is about ready. Hungaroring race start just seconds away. Here we go. It's a 3, a 2, and a 1. It's lights out and foots to the floor here for our top drivers. 30 Gilo getting a great start. You can see Joker going on the inside of this corner here. Gonna move slowly over to the left. Seems really spread out for this top group. And who's that? That's Hutspot pushing through drivers. Somehow getting a faster racer than everybody else, even though they all launched at the same time. But through turn 1, PK looks pretty clean there, except for Builder Matty getting scraped bumped by a bunch of drivers. That's Columba also scraping on the exit. One's gonna get through. That's a position for him. Crumpcat is already up so many positions. He's already up into our top 20. Crumpcat, very good stuff from him. 30 Gilo staying on top of our grid so far. Kane right behind Iconos in third, but there's quite a battle here between Hutspot, Track, Bolt, Paper Yoshi, Life and Arcs. I'm going wide. That's Track and Bolt. Oh, they get bumped, both of them out of Mansell. They're gonna lose so many positions. There's another battle. Look at all these drivers here in 12. It's Iltis, Big Bird, JH, Smoke Becky, TDG, and Sarcus. It's chaos here in this start of the race.
Huge battle here for 7th. Big Bird is currently leading this group, but God, that is insane. How many drivers can you squish in there?
Yeah, absolutely. We'll keep an eye on this one for the render. Iconos and Kane are also battling for second right now, but this battle for is just crazy to me. And I think Iconos seemingly has gotten ahead of Kane. Really, really good race start from Iconos. How did he do it? I don't really know. Iconos just on top of it. Into second he goes.
Kane has just been ghosted. This is horrible news for Kane. He's sitting P3. And he's got a little bit of a gap behind him, so he was probably holding up Joka, Hutspot, Paper Yoshi, but now he's not, and he's got to rely on his battle brother in Iconos to hold back the pack.
A lot of drivers from sitting right behind that fireball, if you will, have entered the pit lane. That's Iltis, JH, Mopeki, Rubik, Struxel, Moloko, and a few more coming in. That's Oink, Zook, Zinlo, and Builder Matty, who had that horrible bump into PK. And they are going to be hoping for a better second stint already. I remember drivers take 2 pit stops during the course of this race. A lot of times they take it on that first lap if they are stuck in a bad spot. But so far, 30 Gila has held on his lead and has gotten a second away from Michael. It's really good if he can get more than a second and 2/10 away. Then he loses DRS. But really good stuff there from 30 Gila.
Yeah, Iconos has gained a little bit of time on Kane, but it seems like every corner Kane is just digging a little bit back. Every single little tenth he can find. And of course, like I mentioned, Kane is ghosted. So even if he does get past Iconos will not see Kane on his screen necessarily.
Yeah, and he can phase right through him.
Yeah.
Right. Well,
Yes.
it's still going through Senna right now, and Hutspot Joka still battling with Paper Yoshi behind. That's Alpig versus Pelican now versus Van Wave there for this spot here.
Oh, I have no idea. I turned downloads off.
So let's spectate Paper Yoshi out of this one, see what he can do. Into PK we go. And it is actually chaos here. PK Konos has entered this battle right off the start, and it is going to be quite a tricky one here. For Paper Yoshi to stay in this pack, it's spreading out quite a lot for Paper Yoshi. And he's going to be careful not to get bumped by the driver in the front of this pack, which is currently Iconos. But he's starting to bring in some time. He's gotten past Kane. It looks like Kane really in trouble here from 2nd to 6th. He started 2nd in this race and has been passed by all 4 of those drivers who were just ahead of him. Though it's not over yet for Kane, but it is. No, it is. Scraping through the 6-7 complex. He's going to lose out on that one. Now he's got to worry about, well, another fight behind him between Sarkis, TDG, Life Network, and Big Burb. And he's kind of stuck in no man's land between all of them.
Yeah, Iconos is fighting Joka and Hutspot here. He's doing that now after... I believe he must have made a mistake or something.
Iconos maybe doesn't have the pace. Maybe got lucky with his Q3. Got a really good time and hasn't been able to. I don't think he has the race pace to match it so far. But let's see if he can prove us wrong here, Iconos. None of these drivers going to the pit lane.
Yeah,
Kane is. I'm not surprised about that one. Kane really struggling to keep up with the pack. Is gonna get out of it, get out of the action, and save his luck for a later time. Joka setting the new flap, trying to pull out of this P2 battle.
It's definitely daunting to have Joka, Hutspot, and Paper Yoshi, basically 3 of the fastest drivers on the grid, breathing down your neck while you're a couple of seconds ahead. I mean, it's gotta do something to your head, right? And get you to slow down a little for them to catch you and eventually, in Joka's case, pass you.
We'll see if he can push ahead, bring Paper Yoshi out of tandem. I think he might have already done so. Into Mansell. I'm combining his name, ain't I? Nigel Mansell. I'm saying Mansell. Right. So we keep going through into the 6-7 complex. Paper Yoshi, I think, he's pulled out of time. You can see he released a little bit there. He has fallen out of favor in this battle for P2. Iconos fighting back, though, against Joka. It's still not over. And, you know, all things considered, they're still staying not too far behind their Dugilo, who's only pulled ahead by 2 seconds now.
It's a long time to gain while you're in a fight like this, though.
Yeah, and it is probably only gonna get worse as Gilo can just go off and do his own thing. Front running is it's scary for drivers who haven't done it very often. It's very nerve-wracking, but for drivers who have like 32 Gilo, it's the most peaceful place to be, and you can easily find your focus, find your confidence, and just put in laps without anyone to worry behind you. We'll see if he sets a new flap coming this lap. And no, he does not. 144.08. But yeah, still, the drivers behind him are slower by about 0.2 that lap compared to 32 Gilo. So yeah, he's just going to find his pace, lock in, and just kind of pull away. You see this a lot in Formula 1 as well. And that's what 30 Gilo is hoping to be doing today in the Hungaroring.
Yeah, especially considering how we saw Q3 was so close to each other. You know, these drivers don't have a lot of times to gain or lose between them unless they make major mistakes. So that 2 seconds, they're slowly bringing it back right now, but that's a long ways to go. But it will help with DRS if you can get within, was it a second?
I believe it's 1.2 seconds.
1.2 seconds. So they got to make up about 6 or 7 tenths.
You could say 6-7. No one's gonna laugh anymore.
Is that what we're doing now? Okay.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
It's so they got to make up 6 or 7 cents to make it into DRS range.
Right. So yeah, it's 1.7 seconds now separating them. It's a little bit better so far in the beginning of this lap. And still, now it looks like it's Hotspot who's going to be trying to push away from the rest of the other drivers. I won't be surprised if Paper Yoshi goes for a pit here. No, he does not. So Hotspot, Joka, Iconos, and right now Hotspot is on Iconos being pushed out of tandem here.
So Oinked pitted. He was like what P6, right? Is that where he pitted from?
I think he was a little bit more further behind P6. I don't think he was quite there yet.
Okay, well, regardless, he's battling for position against Crumbcat, who is also pitted.
So yeah,
so he's made up some time. Crumbcat has made up some major time.
Absolutely, yeah. That is really strong stuff from Crumbcat. Starting P33 is now battling Oinked already, and Oinked had a good start too, I believe. I don't think he had the worst start. So it is a fair position, and they are teammates. Although Oinked is driving for the team, Crumbcat is the reserve driver as of today. But still, they're still gonna fight, see who can pull ahead and make sure they don't bump each other. But yeah, so as that was happening, it looked like Iconos has been pulled out of tandem and will lose the fight for P2. And it turns into a duel between Hotspot and Joka. Alpig versus Pelican. Netherlands versus Brazil. Between Hotspot and Joka. Of course, the Frenchman, 30 Gilo, out ahead. They're reeling him in, though, aren't they? 1.2 seconds now. Since the start of the second lap, it's been slowly shrinking. Let's see if any of these drivers are going to go for a pit. No. I bet out of these top couple of drivers, I think Paper Yoshi is going to be the first one to pit. Unless he can pass Iconos. He's probably aware Iconos might not match his pace. But he might be on DRS here with Iconos. He does. Yeah, Paper Yoshi into DRS with into tandem there with Iconos. So maybe he's going to change his plans with the pit stop. But I'm sure that was on his mind for a little bit there on that last lap.
Scoland's driver's doing pretty well. Both Iltis and TTG's now going for his second pit, but they were pretty close to Kane, who pitted lap 1 as well. So watch out for them later in the race as they make their way up into 17th currently. And where does TTG end up? That's a good question.
All right, well,
pretty brave for taking his first 2 pits already.
Yeah, he's done that a couple times in the past. He's not shy to use his pits when he wants to.
Yeah, especially with his track record of being able to pass people, no problem for him. He's in wide open, clean air.
That is
about like 10 seconds before he hits another driver with Yapringa from Guarana.
Yeah, it's really good news actually. For taking both your pits, the worst thing you want is to be behind the driver after you take both your pits, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Well, see, Hotspot's getting into range of DRS now,
He is.
and
He is in
he should be able
DRS.
to catch it here.
Notably, Joker will not, so that's going to pull him out of tandem. Oh no, he does. He gets
Oh, he does
DRS
get it.
on Hotspot. So
There he
Baltimore is
goes.
going to pull ahead. There he goes. He's in the tandem with 30 Gilo for the lead of the race. And Hotspot, man, this guy has got the pace for sure, Hotspot, and is now into tandem. Has pulled a 2-second gap into nothing, Hotspot, against 32 Gilo for the lead of this race after only, what, 6 laps, I think? For 6 laps? He's able to put 2 seconds into 0 while fighting against numerous drivers for P2.
That was quite the battle early on. Iconos, Paper Yoshi, and Joka were all fighting for that spot.
Yeah, they might be doing the same thing here, except for P3 as Joka's
Well,
starting.
we'll see sort of a train start to form because Joka's just about in range. And Iconos and Paper Yoshi are, of course, in range of Joka. Should be, hopefully.
Yeah, Yoshi is in tandem with Iconos he's been in there for the past lap or so. We'll see if he can make the move down the main straight. He will not have DRS. But this battle for first, still going together strong. Gilo pulling ahead. What's interesting to me, though, is despite the race pace Hotspot's been putting down, he does not have the fastest lap. Big Burb has the fastest lap as it stands, currently sitting 7th, stuck between 2 other drivers, Life Network and Dark Robo. Joka gets DRS on Hotspot.
Speaking while driving. That's an interesting move.
That was there from Spooky Jimmy, I think. And now it is with that DRS, it might be a three-way battle. If Joka can hold on to this tandem, I think he's going to release. Yeah, he's letting go of this one. It was close, but not close enough for Joka.
Gotta wait for the next straight, and then he can get it done.
Although he might still be in tandem with Hotspot, just not in front of Gilo, interestingly. Well, Hotspot is in tandem. No, he's going to release. He's going to wait behind. So playing it safe there, Joka. Probably
Smart.
a wise move. Yeah, smart. Because if he loses it, he's gonna fall behind Iconos and Paper Yoshi, and that's gonna be much harder.
No chance of passing. Yeah, or getting back to Hotspot and Gilo.
Yeah. Oh, a little bit of scrape there from Joka. He's got to stay within a second of Hotspot if he wants that DRS to try and attempt a battle again. I think Gilo has pulled ahead, hasn't he? I think he's pulled ahead of tandem there with Hotspot. So back into what it was before. Gilo can lead uninterrupted, but we're gonna get DRS here at the end of the main straight for Hotspot, and he might.
Joka's definitely releasing. He's trying to stay just behind Hotspot.
Yeah, I think he wants to stay as close as he can so he can easily pass for DRS. But he doesn't. I don't think he realizes that Hotspot's also gonna get DRS on this straight, so it's gonna be very challenging for Joka to have that aid. But
here we go. Let's see how much time they can both make. I believe we'll see kind of just a trade in positions. Yeah, as Hotspot catches Gilo. Yep.
He's gonna catch Gilo, go into tandem, make sure he gets a little bit earlier on the brakes. And yeah, honestly, I think that was what's gonna happen with Joka. I think he knew that one was coming. He wasn't gonna get past Hotspot with his DRS as well. And he's going to sit behind, but now he's going to keep within DRS of both of them. And come the next lap, he can hopefully expect to get into tandem with the pair of them and turn the duel for first into a trio battle for first. We're starting to see some of the one-pitters go into our top 15 leaderboard here. Life Network, Kane, and JH Dash.
TPG should be right behind them. Oh no, TPG pitted. Never mind.
Still, these two are going at it.
And Iconos just kind of dropped off a little bit, so he's not going to be able to be part of this train anymore.
Well, here we keep going into Schumacher we go and see if any driver can take a little bit of an advantage. I think both had a little bit of a block stop there to try and pull ahead. I think Hudson had a better entrance into Schumacher. Into center they go, and pretty even. Any of these drivers gonna think about pitting? Joka, maybe? No. Iconis behind.
No, he wants
no.
his DRS.
I think
He wants his DRS bad.
Yeah, let's see if he can put it to use against 30 Gilo and Hutspot. He's got to be careful because they could both take up parts of the track. He could get bumped here if he's not careful. And does he get into tandem?
Good job.
I think
does
he
a
does.
Really good job.
Yeah, he does really good stuff from Joka. And suddenly, into two, into three, all to first. Here they go. Three-way battle for first. Hutspot, 30 Gilo, and Joka. Alpig versus Steak and Carbs versus Pelican. Netherlands versus France versus Brazil, however you want to put it. These three drivers are going to be duking it out for first on lap 11 of the Hungarian Grand Prix. They both have 2 pits to use, and I'm curious to see. Oh, that's 30 Gilo, a little bit of overcorrection there. He might lose some time here, and even out of tandem, he goes a little bit wide as well into
Yeah, be careful.
5.
They have to bump off Joka now.
He could bump into right now. He's probably looking at not bumping into Hutspot right now. He's still in tandem with Joka as it stands, but that's really bad news from 30 Gilo, who's been leading this race for the entirety so far, but it's one mistake and he's dropped into third. Yeah, I think Hutspot's pulling these guys out of tandem.
Yeah, Hutspot's just set a heater lap and it's gotten past both his rivals.
His lap's not over yet. I mean, last lap was amazing from Hutspot. It was the fastest so far.
Well, they're gonna get both of them are gonna get DRS, and so it's gonna be 2 drivers coming up the size of Hutspot.
You know what Hutspot can do in this situation?
Yeah.
If he
pits.
He pits.
Yeah.
He's not gonna get DRS if he pits. I don't know.
That'd be risky.
That's a pretty bold one to do.
And here they go.
Here they go. See if they can get back into tandem with Hutspot. And I think they do. Yeah. They totally do in the tournament. They even have a back marker. I don't know. Might have been wise for Hutspot to pit there. They have Ficky coming up ahead.
He stays far enough ahead. I think it was okay. Because he's got so much clean air. I don't think he wants to go fight Life Network in Digo.
I think he's far enough ahead that he might find out. If he has a team advisor, he could tell him exactly where he'll end up.
I'm sure they have a team advisor and they know where he'll end up. So they're keeping a close eye on Hutspot.
Absolutely. For the lead and win of this race, what can Hutspot do? He seems, I don't know, he's still pulling ahead though through the majority of this lap. The problem is well, come the main straight. Oh! 30 Gilo scrapes in the 6-7 complex. He's going to lose the battle for first and suddenly is now defending his third place.
Yeah, Gilo went deep into driving school. Couldn't get out of it.
The driving complex, yeah. Yeah, and it looks like Joka has fallen out of tandem in that too. So Joka now 1.02
He's just trying to stay pace
seconds.
now to stick in DRS range.
I think, wait, hold on. We got Ficky coming up here, and I'm not sure the delta between Hutspot and Ficky. If Hutspot gets close enough, he could get DRS on Ficky and kind of reverting the advantage that Joka might have on this main straight.
Gilo
Let's see if he gets it.
Into the pits.
No, Hutspot doesn't get it. Joka does, though.
Gilo heads his way into the pits. This will be a good call to see where he'd end up if Hutspot were to pit.
So Hutspot and Joka battling for first still. Let's see how 32 Gilo does his pit stop. He's done
Just
now.
okay.
2.7 seconds. Not the worst from Gilo. Could be faster, and definitely opens the door for a couple of tenths to be saved elsewhere for the other drivers later wanting to pit. But
There goes Stigo.
so is he going to stay ahead of Life Network? I think he clears plenty. He's going to be ahead of Voigt for this one as well.
That's good. He's ahead of Voig.
So in a good spot there from 30 Gilo. See if his race pace can be faster than those stuck behind Ficky right now. Hutspot and Joka for the lead. with a backmarker ahead. There's no blue flags in FC racing, so these guys will have to do it on their own. And I think both of them might dive into the pits here. They got, I think, who's ahead of Vicky? Is that Oinked? That's Oinked ahead. He's gonna let Hutspot through, but it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard for him to let Hutspot through and Joka not. So we'll see what either of these two drivers do. I bet Joka is more willing to pit than Hutspot is, simply because Oinked, his teammate, is ahead.
I don't know. You think is Joka just tagging along? Like Hutspot clearly is the fastest driver on track. Do you think Joka's? Oh, there he goes.
Hutspot's gonna pit. Hutspot's gonna pit, and he's gonna leave it up to Vicky and his teammate Oinked to hold back against Joka. And now, I mean, this could be wise. This could be wise as well. Is he thinking he's more worried about 32 Gilo than he is about Joka? Is going to try and defend him? Hold off Gilo. Much faster stuff there from Hutspot. 2.1 seconds. It's going to be a 6/10 difference between him and 32 Gilo coming out of the pits. So he should stay ahead of 32 Gilo.
He should stay plenty ahead. He should be at least 3 seconds ahead.
As he comes out of the pits. Yeah, he's far ahead. He's actually ahead of Digo as well, where 30 Gilo has Digo between. There goes
5 seconds ahead now.
There you go. There's the shakeup in the lead of this race.
Well, Joka gets past one of the two back markers, gets past Vicky. Now, here's the problem.
That's the easy one.
That's the easy one. Oink is going to make it hard.
And Oink
is not a slow. Yeah, he's not slow. He's made his 2 pit stops versus Joka's 0 pit stops, and so he's very much still in contention for a top 10 Oink. They're just in different pit strategies, so he's got a chance to hold up Joka and make it easy for Hutspot.
We'll see what the team does. Oh, Joka lagging like crazy. That was a big lag spike into Schumacher there for Joka. I thought he got bumped there from Oink, but he didn't.
Yeah. I hope they don't ghost him for that, because that was one incident. We've been watching him the whole time.
And he's going to dive in the pits.
He gets to dive in the pits.
That's smart.
Very smart.
Oink was
he probably would have gotten DRS off of him, though, no?
Yeah, I mean, it looked like Oink did scrape into Senna there, and it might have been enough for Joka to pass, but I think he wants to take this one to the rest of the drivers, and I mean, there were drivers that Bull was ahead of as well. So they all have similar strategies.
This is going to be a big pit stop. 2.4. So he's not going to probably get past Hutspot, but hopefully he can stay within DRS range. And most importantly, ahead of Digo.
And Gilo, yeah.
Digo. He'll get past Gilo. It's Digo he wants to be.
He's ahead of Hutspot.
He's ahead.
How is he ahead of Hutspot? That is really good lap there from Joka. It's the flap. Wow. Yeah, it was the flap. He has the flap still. I
wonder if Hutspot made a mistake somewhere.
Maybe. Whatever the case is, that was more. Team advisor for Pelican is wider than we were, and said, "Joka, go to the pits now. You'll come out ahead of Hutspot," and he was darn right about it. So it leaves it open for Joka to be now leading this race ahead of Hutspot and ahead of 32 Gilo.
Right, he won his first FC1 race last week. He's on his way. He's got 2 more laps with Hutspot breathing down his neck, but he could win his back-to-back.
And you know the good news is they both have 1 pit to use, which means 1 pit or 1 lap without DRS. And if he offsets with Hutspot, then there's going to be no more DRS usage for Hutspot. So I don't.
Yeah, I think Hutspot's got to follow whatever Joka does, so he can stay within that range. So if Joka dives in the pits, Hutspot's going to dive in with him. Otherwise, they'll both stay out.
Yeah,
I don't think
that's probably the wisest.
Hutspot will let him split unless Team Advisor has said something different. Yeah, they're both going to stay out.
So this is going to be the biggest chance for Hutspot. This is his last lap he's going to get with DRS as they go to the pit lane on the next lap. So we'll see if he can get the tandem.
And here we go.
He should, although Joka's defending the inside, so it's going to leave Hutspot to move to the outside. And yes, they do get into tandem, and Hutspot actually getting a little bit faster than Joka. Can he hold on to the turn 1 into PK? He does. And it's a little bit harder to break into turn 1 with that
got
DRS speed.
he's got passed and then some against Hotspot so far. Now remember, they both have to go to the pit. So I imagine, hopefully for Hotspot anyway, that they stay in tandem the whole time until they go to the pits. It's going to be a pit lane battle for the last lap of the race.
Absolutely. And Hotspot had a much faster pit stop than Joka did on the last one. It was 0.3 faster. And if he could repeat that, a little bit wide there from Hotspot into Mansell, and he's going to lose just a little bit of time. Still in tandem. It's still okay. But if he can see, if he can stay in the tandem through the entry of the pit lane, that's huge, right? Because when you slow down, it's like a slinky, right? You slow down and suddenly your boat gets pretty much bigger, right? The difference in time matters a lot more, and you will bump into the driver ahead of you if you are.
Yeah, well, there's a thing
down
for that. I forget what it's called, but Doppler effect, I believe, right? Is it the Doppler effect?
It's a similar idea. I can see how you got there, but yeah, you act kind of like a slinky, right? And you bump into the drivers ahead of you as you slow down.
Well, I think he's fallen out of tandem.
Oh, not quite. It's about 0.8 or so.
Yeah,
so
he's got 0.8
okay. Let's see them both going to the pit lane. If he gets bumped, though, it's really bad news for Hotspot. He might be out of tandem, actually.
The one pit we had, Hotspot was faster by 3 seconds.
A little bit more packed ice on the entry there for Joka. So better stuff from
now,
him.
Joka, do you just go into the last pit box? Okay, Hotspot's going to take his first. Of course, he's going to go into his own.
Yeah, there's strategy in picking it. Usually, drivers take their favor. He's got to be careful of Iconos coming through in that 4th position. There's 32 Gilo. He gets past.
Joka is way faster. He's 0.4 faster on his pit stop, so it's going to be plenty of time.
Yeah, that's huge. That's huge. Entering this last lap, Joka is up by about 0.5 or so, probably even more with the entrance being faster there for Joka. And we'll see what the delta is. It is significant. It is a huge difference between Joka and Hotspot. Huge pit lane battle, and Joka comes out ahead by 4 seconds. How did he do that? Joka's pit lanes are on point here. He may have lost it a little bit of time in the first one, but the second time is monstrous for Joka.
2.3 seconds for his first pit stop is not slow, and then to hit a 2-seconder, monstrous.
So Joka looking pretty good without a mistake here. Should take this one away. Hotspot into second, 30 Gilo into third, and Paper Yoshi and Iconos battling for 4th position. This was the result after a bad pit stop there from Iconos. We missed that one as we were watching Hotspot, but Iconos having a seemingly worse pit stop than Paper Yoshi has, putting them in the tandem on this last lap of the race for 4th position. So here they go. Just a couple more turns to go as we go through the sweepers on the outside uphill of Hungaroring.
Okay, here comes Joka into Schumacher here. Hats off to this guy. Incredible drive. Not only that, but he has the confidence to go back-to-back for his first and second wins of FC1. Incredible stuff from Joka. This guy is quickly becoming one of my favorite drivers to watch. Consistent and results. What a drive.
Joka doesn't win one, wins 2 in a row for his first ever races, and he wins the Hungaroring in 2026. Behind him, Hotspot, then Gilo, Paper Yoshi just getting past that count at the very, very end there, separated by a very, very small margin. 0.3 I think is what it was. The rest of them coming through: Kane, JH Dash, Life Network, Dark Robo, Mopeki, Big Burb, Iltis, Rubik. Those two guys track. Behind him is Sarcus and Columba, all very, very close in times. 18th goes to Engine Main, Punnings in 19th, 20th Omega Miss, 21st Rocket Rays, 22nd Builder Matty, Crumpcat, only 23rd Zuxinlo, 24th Digo, 25th. 26th goes to Spooky Jimmy, 27th goes to Voigt, 28th to Struxel. Vicky, Moloko, Oinked, Raprenga, and Bolt is the last to finish. That is a fast finish for all 33 drivers. No one behind the mark on those, though. I mean, all of these drivers.
Nobody got lapped. Nobody got lapped, right?
I don't think so. Vicky, I think
Nobody got
did, but that's
lapped.
because he had 2 pits earlier on. So
Yeah, he got lapped for a minute, but different strategies. Wow. The skill level
less than
from these
they've been
FC1
separated by
drivers.
a minute, less than a minute, separated first from 33rd.
Wow.
And Joka though, Joka on top, 2 races in a row, his first ever. This guy, I mean, set aside Kimi Antonelli, Joka right now is the one to watch right now as he wins 2 back to back for his first ever. The Brazilian over the moon, boosting with confidence, but he goes into the summer break on such a great couple of races. Wow. All right, let's take the
Soak it in,
champagne out.
Joka. Soak it in.
There you go. Champagne all around for our top drivers. And absolutely amazing race to Hungaroring. At the beginning of this race, I did say Hungaroring is underrated for its showcasing of skill, how to maximize the turns. And sure enough, Joka was the one to do it all and played the right strategy in the pits, played the right strategy following drivers through the DRS and maximizing each and every corner. Very few mistakes there from Joka. And that's what gave him the win there. Wow. One of the best races of the
Rookie
season, I
driver.
think.
Rookie driver, right?
I believe so.
Wow. You know, if you look through his results of Joka, he hasn't missed too many of them. He's always just outside the bubble of our podium spots. Lots of fourths, lots of fifths, lots of sixths. A couple of podiums in there, but every single race he's up there. I think his worst race is like a 16th or something. That's pretty rare for these drivers. You have a lot of them who will make mistakes throughout their races and end up not being quite on top. But Joka, this guy doesn't make too many mistakes, does he?
Absolutely not. Well,
And now he's got the pace to back it up.
absolutely. He's got the race wins to back it up. Right. Well, let's get into interviews. Before we go into that, just letting you know, don't go anywhere. We have FC2 starting in about 25 minutes time. So if you want to participate in that, stick around. We'll tell you how. Right. 30 to Gilo. I mean, it's got to hurt a little bit, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
So walk me through that race from start to finish. A good qualifying, a good race start.
Yeah, like the first 6 laps at least, I was really satisfied. I was keeping everyone out of DRS. Like I was doing 144 flats, I'm pretty sure. So
Yeah,
I was really happy, but then I couldn't really keep up that pace, I think. So I started getting a little bit slower, and then they caught up with DRS.
Yeah, and those mistakes there on turn 4, Mansell really suffered
Yeah,
your chances there. But a good race overall though, Gilo, and hopefully put you a little bit further up the standings, maybe back into 3rd against JH. But
yeah,
good race though. Still, I mean, we had spectacular performances ahead of you, so it was still a very good job there, Gilo.
no, everyone was super good. It was hard to get
everyone
people.
was good. I mean, the whole grid is finished in less than a minute from each other, so you can't say.
And that Coley was so close as well.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Well, congratulations. P3, still from 30 to Gilo. Hotspot, P2, the Dutchman just couldn't finish it. Still, excellent job.
Yeah.
The P2 holding onto the podium the whole time.
Thank you. I really wanted to win, but this is, I guess, decent.
Good enough. Yeah. As we told 30 Gilo, spectacular performance from Joka. You just,
Yeah,
it's hard to
just
beat
lap
that.
16. Yeah, he was driving really well. So, yeah.
Absolutely. Well, P2 is where you end up for you and Alpig. Does this mean you can take it to VanWave for the team standings?
Sorry, what did you say?
Is this race this podium for you give you an extra boost going into the break against VanWave for Alpig?
I think they also did really well. So
Mm.
we have to see, but yeah,
Yeah, Pepper Yoshi
helps at
passing
least a little
Iconos.
bit. Yeah.
The last minute there. Well, P2 Hotspot, congratulations for you. And I
Thank you.
really wish we could talk to Joker. He unfortunately is disconnected, but I'll give him a very, very good wave.
Translator.
Oh, you have a translator?
Joker's here.
Joka, dude, spectacular
Maybe I can
performance
join his
again.
VC.
Absolutely
It's
amazing
really
stuff,
lit.
Joka. Like unbelievable. First win last week, and you do it again.
Yeah, it's just crazy. I mean, I was not expecting any of this again. Because, I mean, I did win film today, so I did have high expectations, but like I would not expect like beating Hotspot and Gilu, so I feel pretty good.
Yeah. Well, what does this say? Yeah, we're going to the summer break, and honestly, probably couldn't come at a worse time for you as you just turned on the hot streak. But do you think you can carry it come September?
Sorry, what? The translator.
All good. The hot streak that you're on, do you think you can bring it to September later on this year?
I mean, hopefully, yes. I'm expecting to bring it, yes, but I mean, a lot of things can happen, and hopefully, a lot of things can happen. So I hope I can bring it to September.
Absolutely. Congratulations again, Joka. Spectacular finish there from the Brazilian, and you and Pelican are off to a great start on your partnership. Congratulations.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
All right, well, there you go. FC1 podium has been one for the ages today in the Hungaroring. But don't go anywhere. We have FC2. Just take 5-minute break, and we'll be back on the Hungaroring for the 100 players of FC2. Anything last to say there from Gold?
Just incredible drive. All 33 drivers to be within a minute of each other. It just shows what our community has in terms of skill and how they can take a course like this, which is no easy course, and just nail every single corner like they did and still be within a minute. How incredible.
Absolutely.
So
Well,
props to everybody who qualified, everybody who put in their practice times to make this happen. Of course, congrats to Joka for his second FC1 win.
yeah, and well, you have to see how they compare against each other later on this month for BCC 2026. Who do you have to win that one before we head off? Who do you have going to win that one? Just pull out a name.
Oh, I'm gonna say Rocket.
You put Rocket? Oof, that's a
I'm gonna
bold
put
one.
Rocket. It's
Okay.
a bold one.
I'll say Hotspot. Well, those are our bets coming out of this one. And until then, we'll see you in 5 minutes' time for FC2. Shoot. Well, here we go. Back into FC2 at the Hungaroring, and we had an amazing race in Formula Craft 1 just minutes ago, and it's going to be packed here at the legendary Hungaroring, the most underrated, I think, track in the Formula Craft season. And I'm joined here by Oinked. Oinked, do you agree?
Well, I don't know. I didn't see anything going on in the front, but it's always been an interesting track to do every single year. All the corners are tricky. So many blind corners here and there, especially I mean, turn 6 and 7, Buddha and Pest can be very tricky as well for sector 2, and especially for these FC2 drivers. I'd say getting past someone in general is such a hard thing to do in this track. Even with the use of DRS in FC1, which was so powerful as well, since the straight has been so long throughout the entire through the race. Not sure what to expect here. Apparently, Mafiosa has missed the FC1 race earlier as well, so that's some news I'd like to talk about as well.
Yeah.
Maybe he's gonna backstart.
I hope he
or
does. I
maybe
thought it'd be a boring wash for him, but we'll see. Right.
But yeah, it can get very exciting in Hungary. It can happen pretty much last year and the year before. Hopefully the same thing again.
Yeah, and we were talking earlier at the pre-show an hour or so ago about how you best use this track, and the word I used is maximize. You can maximize every corner, every entrance and every exit will give you a good time here. And while that's typical, I mean, it's kind of a word you might use for most tracks, but it's especially important here. And every single corner can be pushed to its absolute limits. How close can you get to the apex of these high-speed corners and bring it out, keeping the most amount of momentum into the exits as well? Hungaroring, I think, is seemingly something else. It's a fun track to practice, and I think qualifying here will be very, very exciting in 7 minutes time for the start of Formula Craft 2. If you want to join Formula Craft 2, it's pretty simple. All you need to do is join event.prospects.com with a Java account with 1.21 or higher, and then you need to open boat utils so you can it is a mod to let you go up and down blocks much faster, and that's what we have in place here, so we could go up and down the hills of the Hungaroring, which is very important for right here in Mansell, where you can't really see the top of the corner, can you?
There's a lot of blind corners in general, but yeah, especially turn 4 here in Mansell. Like you have to absolutely hug the right side of the track, and it puts you under risk of scraping the right side as well, losing you about a second, and even causing absolute chaos for anyone who's behind you. But you have to stick to the right side as much as possible, and then absolutely turn, since it feels like such a sharp corner, despite the looks of it. It's not even a 90-degree angle on this corner, but it's gonna feel like an acute corner. So. For
sure, yeah, and we'll see how the drivers handle, especially passing backmarkers. Might be a good spot to do it here at Mansell, just because
I don't know. Backmarkers can get super unpredictable in Mansell. Actually, no, they're just unpredictable in general. Especially in the big braking zones. Like chicane and turn 6 and 7, Buddha and Pest are some corners that backmarkers don't seem to find seem to be able to maximize as much as possible, as you said, Blue. And losing you lose so much speed if like on the slightest straight, since so many of these corners are so rapid, and you keep about 80 kilometers per hour going into almost every corner in the Hungaroring. We have people practicing with a quick race coming up as well.
I see that. They're all joining. Apparently. Oh my gosh, look at all of them. There's so many joining this quick race.
Yep, some of them going up all the way to the very last corner in turn 14.
Oh yeah, dude. This is what you expect, and if you're watching for a majority of the Formula Craft 1 race, we saw 33 drivers, which is right where this white marker is here, right where Wrapping Ivy, or I guess now boxes, and
I'm enjoying this one.
oh, okay. And you can see at the back there's Teddy, and where are you? I don't even see you, Mark.
I'm in 44.
Oh, there you are.
And you have to wait a couple seconds. I have to wait a couple seconds before going because of the start delay. But yeah,
Right. Well, as we get a fun little practice into this track here. How do drivers expect to get through? I mean, already turn one just seems to be, it's a long straight actually into turn one, which is going to cause a lot of chaos for drivers getting stuck before the entrance of turn one and into turn one as well.
Oh, absolutely. Since before in FC1, so many people were taking it safe in turn one, understandably, and like during the race, because getting bumped. The first corner is a hairpin, so slamming into a driver right in the braking zone will cost you maybe even 5 seconds. Which is so many positions, especially in the race start, as so many drivers are about to zoom past you and possibly chain bump you throughout the rest of the first sector. So, I mean, we've seen it before. Demon Attic in Canada losing about 20 positions on one of the first laps of the race. We've seen El Saco de Papas lose the lead in the same race on the very last corner. We've seen Crumbcat lose a 30-second lead to Ludofax in Monza 2023.
Yeah, what a famous race that was.
What a throwback. Now that I think about
it.
it.
If you ever watched the our intro video or on our starting soon screen, if you ever take a look at those replays that we have, certainly one that made the list was Crumbcat losing that 30-second lead, getting past the very end.
Yeah, you could be dominating on one part of the race and then absolutely losing it all.
Yeah.
And we've only seen one super duper dominant race finish from El Saco de Papas in Monaco last year.
Yeah, that one was crazy. Absolutely. And well, we won't be expecting Monaco levels of drivers from that race. Still, the world record for the largest amount of drivers in a Formula Craft 2 race. To be, of course, it is. It actually did hold the record for the largest amount of race drivers in a single race for a brief moment in time.
Yeah, before BCC 25 happened.
Yeah,
and then now we're trying to shatter that record again. Coming soon.
And speaking of BCC, we got to do our shoutouts. BCC, if you haven't seen it already on all of our billboards, is coming this August 14th through the 16th, is the largest race ever. The Blue Series Sticker Open is ready for applications to sign up to race, to be a part of this world record-breaking run of most drivers in a single online race. It's a world record that goes beyond Minecraft. It goes past that into just racing games as a whole, and it's coming soon with group stage races, because literally it had 700 people.
Can't even fit it all in one race.
We had 700 people sign up. You can't fit that many on its server, so we had to split it up, which is unfortunate, but it is how it be. And yeah, so if you want to join for that, please, I recommend you go to any boat racing Discord. They will have some sort of announcement. Although I don't, some of them haven't yet. Actually, they will soon. We expect. They signed a form for it, so they better do it soon. But apart from the ones who haven't done it quite yet, you can find it on the ABG Discord. I believe MIBR also has an announcement for it, where you can go in and sign up on my own Discord, the Blue Room. It's also on there. And sign up. We already have so many signatures. Within the first, I think, 8 hours, we had 100 people sign up.
800.
No, I said first 8 hours, 100 people signed up.
Okay.
That would be a lot, though. That would be a lot in the first 8 hours, for sure.
They've also been impressive. We've had so many variable drivers going into each BCC event in that we've had so far. So I'm excited to see how things are gonna go and how what the outcomes of the race will be.
Yeah,
We might
absolutely.
get a
Yeah,
bunch of technical issues like we did last time in this, especially in the sprint race, which is quite funny, I think. But
I'll tell you, we have
either way, May the best
146 as of
win.
right now.
Obviously, may the best win.
Yeah, that one will be absolutely crazy, right? But time is of starting now, and I think Oink, you might have realized that you might be the only one left on track here. As the rest
I
of the
don't really
drivers
care, I'm just driving.
have been filled into the qualifying spot here. We have all of them ready to go. Let's see how many do we have here today for FC2?
About 80 something, I think.
Let's pull it up.
That's my guess, at least.
91. You are 4 off. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Okay.
You're 4 off. That's pretty good. 94 drivers have signed up for this one. Or 91. There you go. And they all have just been sucked into the qualifying spot there. Qualifying is
absolutely teleport immediately into it.
Qualifying is pretty simple here in FC2. You get 8 minutes. Fastest time gets put on pole. No ifs, ands, or buts. That is how it rolls. And we'll see what who can get the fastest time. Rubik has the fastest time in practice with Digo, Bolt, Voigt, Builder, Matty, J-Tastic, all in that top group. And here they go. So 8 minutes. We'll see who can get the fastest time here. I see Quasor in that mix. He's back after a long time. I see Vitor in there. He's lagging a ton, though. Mr. Splat lagging as well with him. But here, 7 drivers going for the block stop. Rubik nailed it. Rubik absolutely nailed it going into turn 1 PK. And is going to start this first lap off on a great start. Ahead of the rest of the pack with that block stop. Let's see if he can hold it into the rest of the lap. I see there's Techno Gustav going way too wide in turn 2. He's going to lose this lap already. With 8 minutes, they're going to have quite a few laps, about 4 or 5.
I don't know,
set.
but all eyes on Rubik at the moment since he's so far up ahead. Well, not super far up. See, Iltazamor right behind him can still catch up as we head into the second part of the track. Mafiosa seems to be doing a qualifying lap as well. I don't know if he's going to request to start in the back, as he is our. I mean, is he still the championship leader or no?
He is. He is still a championship leader. Oh, he might have lost paper Yoshi
even,
at the end of
there's
today.
even a guy here named Larpiosa. Larpiosa with the old Mafiosa skin as well, joining this race. And but yeah, so many different names here. Builder Matty, Kilolol, Mafiosa, J-Tastic, Voik was on the FC1 race, NG Main, Rapping Ivy, Ipiranga, Captain Bunny Fiki, Shadowman.
Yeah.
And especially Rubik at the front there. Larpiosa, possibly Martinitas, I believe. whom I don't think showed up to the FC1 race earlier. So he can race today, so Mafiosa. And here we go into the final corner. Rubik, Larpiosa, Iltasamor, and NG Main Voik are gonna cross the finish line. It's gonna be Rubik with a 1:44.05. That's already a solid time. Good enough for a top 10.
Oh, we have an error. Uh-oh.
What is here?
Drivers are spawning on top of the start line. I don't know what's happening. Builder Matty, yeah.
What in the world?
And Rapping Ivy are probably just confused. A bunch of them are doing this. I don't know how this happened, but there's some errors going on. All right, well, hopefully the race control takes a look at that, but we're going to go back into this one as we continue. I think Rubik had some sort of error already, as he's further back in the grid than he was before. Perhaps he must have just been waiting.
I don't know. He's still going. Lap reset is disabled now. More time will be added. Okay, well that's
the fix.
Yeah, lap reset was on apparently, and I don't think it was supposed to be. Usually in FC2 we just let all the drivers go across the finish line, and then another time would start. So Rubik at the moment as it stands will start in pole position. That is already a hard time to beat. and we got
Absolutely.
about a minute of extra time added for these drivers because of because of the lap reset being enabled for some reason. Otherwise, not many. Oh yeah, obviously not many improvements here in our second lap since we had that big issue. Ilta some more testing out the block stop there in the last starting the last sector.
Absolutely. We're not going to see an improvement there from Rubik there, nor an improvement from Ferrari 15, our current championship leader, who has second lap has also not put in anything good. So luckily he's got that extension, so he might have a little bit of a better time. Larpioza does get an improvement up into, well, staying into second.
Well, he's staying in second place. He improves to try and solidify his position. It's more still in third place. Shoujo, J-Tastic, Ponix, NG Main, Omega Miss, Mafiosa, and Zooks Nilu is our top 10 at the moment.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how Mafiosa does in FC2 today. He's pretty obviously he does seem to dominate FC1, and well, right now in FC2 though, only 9th in our qualifying session. Can Mafiosa do anything better than that? The current championship leader of FC1 would be embarrassing for him if he gets passed by a lot of other people. Right now, Larpiosa though is up on his time, up 16 hundredths. So
he's down. He's down at the moment, just barely, but just a tick down. That's still something he can recover, especially in the second part of the track, which is the most crucial part. Oh, and he looks like he's not necessarily on the strongest time right now. Well, it is still a strong time. It's on track to beat Iltisamor's third position time. What about anyone behind though? I'm kind of curious. We have Saitama on a slight improvement.
Well, Raprenga kind of going overshoot wide on that one. Not gonna be a good lap for him.
Oh, Larpioza going for a block stop. I saw that, and he's improving by a tiny bit. Will be enough though.
He needs 10 hundredths.
Oh, there we go. 300s here. 300s there. Oh, that's gonna be 0.10. Will it be enough though? Will it be enough to beat Rubik? It's gonna go down to the thousandths of a second. Larpioza after the final corner into the straight. Is he gonna take pole position? Oh, it's so close.
No, he ties.
And he just misses it by mere thousandths of a second.
Wow, so very close for Larpioza. Not enough.
And Iltisamor gets so close as well, just a tick behind Larpioza as well. Worth mentioning, staying in third place, however, after getting a near 3/10 improvement.
Absolutely, Iltisamor also very hot on the pace right now, and there Builder Matty on an improvement there, up into 5th for him. And some of these top 3 are separating themselves by hundredths, while they're 4/10 ahead of the rest of the field. I mean,
oh yeah, the top 2 separated by thousandths of a second. Builder Matty and J-Tastic for the 5th position, separated by thousandths as well. In P5 and P6. Such tight margins going into this. Something crazy I see is Ferrari 15 is not even on the board here.
No, he's not. 15. It must have been a third bad lap for Ferrari 15. He's gonna get something good in.
Tricky track. It's such a tricky track. 144 is. I mean, everyone in the top 15 is within the 144 times. From Rubik to Sleepwalking.
Yeah, all separated by less than a second. Oh, Shoujo going for a block stop there. He's gonna be up on his time by 3/10. This could bring him up. This could bring him up if he can get 500.
Oh, that is a big improvement for Shoujo. He's gonna be the first one to get into the 143s as long as he sticks it out in this very last corner of the track. Shoujo. 5/10s up. Will it solidify?
Is it gonna be enough for Shoujo? 5/10s up, and it looks pretty good. Yes, it is. A 144.019. A fast lap by 300ths of a second. And now it's a battle for the top. I think he just scraped on that last lap. Yep, and he did scrape. So he's gonna burn this lap.
Still gonna have another chance as long as he just goes back around and crosses the finish line once again. As of now, though, it seems like everyone who has just crossed the finish line will be starting their last lap. So, the top 4, almost 5/10s ahead of Builder Matty, who's sitting in P5 with J-Tastic, Ponix, Mafiosa, Teddy, and NG Main, all within 1/10 of a second, P5 to P10. it just shows how close everyone is. Pookie Jimmy getting up to P15 as well. Sleepwalking's not even there either, and you even have Trucks though as well. Some of them getting in from the FC1 race after not getting the best race of their lives.
You having a
Heading
lag
into
spike
FC2,
here, Mark? I am getting a massive freeze here as we're looking at Kilo just frozen on track right now. And right, well, let's turn this one into radio mode for a minute here, Mark, as you could probably you still see what's going on. Oh. All right. Well, what's going on right now on track, Mark? Walk us through what's happening. Oh, we lost Mark. Oh no. Oh no, that's not good at all. Right. Well, as whatever's happening is happening.
Now I can. Oh, there we go. Oh, we're back.
Yeah, we're back. What's happening on track here, Mark?
Okay, well, nothing much has really happened. Shoujo, Rubik, Larpioza, Iltisamor, Builder, Matty, J-Tastic, Ponix, Mafiosa. Ferrari 15 jumps
He
up
does
to
get a
the,
lap.
Yep, he does get a lap, getting past Teddy is happy, who's sitting in P10. Everyone in the top 15 split by 0.72.
That is fast. And those top four separated by less than 1/10.
Going for a pit stop. What? As everyone is going, everyone's finishing their laps right now. Not that many improvements to take a look at. Wait, never mind. I lied. TP to Larpioza.
He's got another lap in?
Yeah, here we go. He's got another lap coming in right now. This is his very last chance to try and catch up to Shoujo's 144.019. Will it be enough? Oh, now he's down. He's down by a tick at the moment. He went down even more, 200ths of a second down.
It says Iltis and
time to gain.
It says Iltis also.
There we go. One more 10 he gained there. It's gonna be enough as it stands at the moment. As long as he sticks a lap, don't go too wide. That is brave stuff from Larpioza. Really late braking. He does lose about 400ths of a second though.
Oh, and scraping there. I was gonna call it. Scrape through Senna, and I don't think that can. Yeah, I don't think he can come back from that one. I believe Iltis also got a lap.
Well, Iltis didn't improve his time. Ponix is improving. Vicky is also trying to jump up some more positions at the moment. Where does he land?
Bumping.
Here we go. Vicky crossing the finish line. Up into 6th.
There you go, Vicky.
Here we go. Fantastic. Get in the top 10. Mafiosa almost gets pushed out of the top 10 as Ferrari does as well. And look at how close the margins are. The gaps went from 0.9 to 0.6 from 1st to 15th.
Yeah.
Within the few laps that they were given. Qualifying will be ending soon. Some people are attempting to get really slow laps on purpose apparently. So, yep.
Wow, what an amazing qualifying. Very, very short margins for the front pack, but Shoujo will take pole position. Rubik only 2nd, Larpioza in 3rd, Iltis into 4th are your top 4, your front 2 rows.
Yeah, it is absolutely mesmerizing to see that. I mean, the only big gap in the top 15 is between 4 and 5, and it's absolutely incredible stuff from every driver here pushing it all. Unfortunately, no sub 144 times. Shoujo was very close to doing it and seemed to have messed up his exit. Still getting enough improvement to get into the pole position by 300ths of a second. So, I kind of want to see what exactly the margin between what's their name, Rubik and Larpioza was.
Not
So
sure.
Yeah, they were split by 0.008 of a second for between 2nd and 3rd. Not even 100th of a second. We can't even see it in the visible leaderboard. Only it only goes up to the 100th of a second. And
right. Well,
I'll let you go down the order.
Right. Well, here we go. And give me 1 second. There we go. All right. Shoujo on top, just ahead by hundreds of seconds, puts him into the pole position. Behind him, Shoujo second, only 3/10 behind, who ties Mafiosa but couldn't just barely get it done by thousandths of a second into third for Larpiosa. Iltis Moore, the last of these 10th, the top less than a 10th separated into fourth. Punnings into fifth. Vicky, Builder Maddie, J-tastic. Voigt, there's Ferrari 15, our championship leader. Teddy is happy, Castle Class, Zook Sinlo, NG Main, Omega Miz, Killer Roll, Struxel, Spooky Jimmy, Satimo, Captain Bunny, and we're missing one in our 20th spot. Sleepwalking in 21st, Boshi Washi, Shuttle Man, Rapping Ivy, Digo in our top 25, Senior Casper, Deceptive MC, Distorted Lemon, Reprenga, Dr. Spats, there's Techno Gustav and Laser, the Lurka Pop guys, Mr. Splat behind them, Eduardo Avocado, Rabitus, Allied Galaxy, See the Seagulls, Skippy Toletta, Ratha Finland, Brekkie, Marsonic, SPH, P4 Saka, Hamarokos, Fact Checker, Nifty Acorn, MJAP, People Call Me Moon, and Wolfman are in your top 50. We're going to quickly scroll through the rest of them. There's Redstone Cabbage from Lurka Pop, Box, Hose Diagram, there's Cactus, there's NA Skulls, Sincere,
Box is such a cool name.
Captain Glasses, there's Walta. Watch out for him as he comes around in the back, I'm sure. Lucid FR is in there.
We
Tiny
should probably
name.
go all the way to the back because some of the interesting drivers are here. Mafiosa, our FC1 championship leader, is starting in P90 as well. All the way to the start of the third sector. Dark Robo is also a notable driver. Bopeki as well. So lots of solid drivers coming into this. We have a total of 96 drivers, or 95 because we have a missing one behind Mafiosa, and we're gonna start soon.
It's
in
3, 2, 1.
1.
It's lights out and foots the floor here for Shoujo, Rubik, Larpiosa, and Iltis Amor. Take your poll. Who's gonna win this one between these four? Because certainly these
I don't
four
know,
are the fastest on track.
Iltis seems to be getting pushed out. It's gonna be so close for him, and not many people getting. Oh wait, no, it's Carnage behind him, just right before the braking zone. Laser Sloth loses so many positions, but into the front, Iltis Amor seems to have let go. Larpiosa is about to get. Oh my goodness, Iltis going super wide. They're just watching a humongous tandem fight absolutely jump scare him.
Yeah.
As they all fly past.
He
him.
goes wide once, he
But
goes wide
Shoujo-
twice. Iltis Amor losing another couple of positions there. Just making huge errors on this opening lap. The nerves are in it for him as he started fourth. Now only 12 for Iltis.
Oh, and Teddy Builder, Maddie getting out of the tandem there. Teddy getting a bad bump at the moment as Voigt kicks people out slowly for this fight in P4. Larpiosa decides to back out of the fight for P1 as Rubik is struggling to hang on to Shelljo's pace at the moment into Sector 2. How's it gonna look like as we head into the next straight before Sector 3? It's gonna be it's so close between Rubik and Shelljo. Rubik just, I mean, no, not super duper close. Although, J-tastic Phonics, Voigt just messing up the exit there on the straight.
Right,
Go
into
Phonics versus
Schumacher
J-tastic for
and
the-
Senna, they go. Still 1v1 for this first place. Shuttle Man, or sorry, not Shuttle, Shoujo and Rubik. Anyone gonna go for the pits early on in this race? Yes, he does.
Oh,
That's
wait,
Larpiosa going to the pits on this
Larpiosa.
opening lap. That is so rare for drivers to be doing this in FC2.
I don't know, maybe he's just trolling. But yeah, Shoujo and Rubik, and Rubik going past the line. J-tastic getting the fastest lap, obviously, since his lap 1. And what is this? The German YT already having a pit done.
He must have gotten. How did he do that?
Oh, maybe he lap 0 pitted. And he
Perhaps
moves out of
so.
the way for these drivers, but anyway, Rubik and Shelljo flying way ahead of Ponings, who is 2 seconds behind already after a full lap of this race. There goes the German who gets bumped out. Iltis Amor, NG Main having to dodge him as well, and I don't know, he's being a bit of an issue for everyone here.
All right, well, we still have this battle for P1, and behind them, P3 is still in fights. Punnings, that's J-tastic, that's Voigt. All looking
Voigt
for a
is
podium on this opening
Voigt
lap.
is getting kicked out. But no, never mind. He fights it back at the moment. Voigt is still staying in this, getting a really good exit into Sector 2. Voigt still fighting it out. J-tastic and Punnings having an almost similar line. J-tastic messing up there on its exit a tiny bit. And heading into this long straight. Who's gonna fly ahead in
Looks like it's dead even between these three, isn't it?
sector 3.
Punning's first to go into Schumacher, but only just as they all collide together. It's so close. When they're in tandem like this, they cannot bump into each other on their own screens. They're in the ones in front.
It's not even just this fight. Omega Miz is holding up another tandem fight. Teddy Iltis Amor, who we saw was in the front before, and Angie Main also having the three-way fight. There's two of them that you can fit in one frame, Blue. And I don't know, it's probably worth fighting, worth watching both of them at once if you possibly can.
Well, there's a couple of backmarkers getting in the way for Shoujo and Rubik. Watch out in turn 1. Shoujo has to compromise, go wide, but luckily Rubik had to slow down entering turn 1, so they both get a little bit of the same slowdown in turn 1. It's still dead even between these two as they run through backmarkers. This is where it begins. This is FC2. This is
and there we go. Around
time.
The outside goes Shoujo. Will Rubik get the move? Rubik has to back out of it. Shoujo's gonna fly way ahead. Rubik goes for a little swerve. He gets past the backmarker, but Shoujo goes past him. Rubik, unfortunately, he has to back out of this fight, and more and more backmarkers will give him opportunities as Shoujo meets Luke Dexter's boys for the first time in this race. And we have Boshi Washi, who has done an early pit. Kunzi and
that's a scrape there. That's Shoujo scraping on his own into the 6-7 complex. He's gonna go back into 4th position on his own. That is a rare mistake from the from our leading driver, and that
Rubik
is
takes
bad
the lead.
news.
The first man who was taking provisional pole, although he is being held up by Luke Dexter boys so much right now. Ponning's trying to go for a move. He gets bumped. He gets bumped off the edge. He loses the podium position as Shoujo and Jay Tasig fly past him ahead of the Dreamskin as well. Luke Dexter boys still being a nuisance here. Ruby going for the block stop. It fails as trying to get the block stop on the backmarker. And here we go. Jay Tasig and Shoujo trying to get into the fight against Rubik for this lead. They seem to be in tandem, but just for how long? Luke Dexter boys goes for another pit. This fight still isn't over as we fly down the straight all the way to turn 1. Rubik with a really good exit there. Omega Miss fighting with Voig. Iltis more right behind, fighting with Teddy. Ponnix, NG Main. It's an entire train full of people that we don't usually see in the front of FC2 races. We have Rubik having to dodge script dev _ right now. Jay Tastic and Shoujo hungry for that first position as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll have to go a little bit wide there to clear the back marker, and luckily all of them had to do the similar move there. But I think Rubik has been able to get into tandem with Script Dev here, giving him an advantage over the other drivers.
Turn 4 right now.
Up into turn 4, it's going to be a really good advantage for Rubik as the others have to stay behind the back marker. It's going to be really close.
Slow from Script Dev. Look at that. A tandem having to slow down behind another tandem. Oh, there goes Script Dev, unfortunately, as he gets bumped by Rubik, who gets past another backmarker. He's slicing through these backmarkers one by one, alone, without having a tandem with a person who can absolutely challenge him. There's another backmarker once again. It's Kunzi. As
I think there's a bump there from
Oh, there we go. White for Kunzi. It's gonna be Ruby getting in tandem, but not the others behind him. 1 second splitting Shoujo and Rubik right now.
It's Elmo. Wait, no, it's not. Never mind. It looked kind of like Elmo. From the back, he looks like Elmo, doesn't he?
Anyway, into the braking zone of the first corner in Sector 3. It seems like Shoujo and Jay Taxic are slowly struggling here right now, losing 2/10 to Rubik immediately in the braking zone as we head into the final corner. Will he go for a pit? No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does. Shoujo.
Oh wait, no, he does. Shoujo does go for a pit. Jay Taxic stays out behind Kunzi, and it seems like a long train here is going to be behind this one backmarker, as Shoujo said he wants none of it anymore.
Yeah, it's
already 2 seconds in the lead.
It's an interesting strategy there from Shoujo. We'll see where he ends up. If he ends up with much backmarkers, if he ends up in cleaner air than where he left, and it might give him an advantage, it might give him a disadvantage to Rubik. Whatever it is, that's what he wants to do.
I want to see what Rubik's up to right now. He's getting past a backmarker at the moment. There's Dream Brasileir.
He's lagging a ton.
That's such a laggy driver in front of him as we head into Manso. He does get past him, unfortunately. And Jay Tastic seems to be putting in a comfortable pace at the moment.
Yeah, he's getting pressured by two behind him. That's Voigt and Omega Miss, who's still in a battle since lap 3. at
No,
least.
Jatastic has been clearing out these back markers just as well as Rubik has at the moment, as he gets past another one. Ager, yeah, going into Sector 2. And 2 back markers split the leader and P2 at the moment. We should look behind them as well, because there's quite an important fight. Voik and Omega Miz could be worth watching as well. That's they're both trying to put on pressure on J-Tastic. It's going to be Omega Miz with a slight disadvantage. Iltisamor trying to recover from that race start
Watch
all the
out.
way back. Yeah, that is Azur who gets bumped there. That's another backmark who got bumped. And Rubik just absolutely cutting through the entirety of the traffic that he meets. Is parting the Red Sea for J-Tastic to try and get any move that the backmarkers make a mistake around Rubik. And Teddy is happy getting it.
He's getting a disconnect. Yeah, that's unfortunate for Teddy. Was having a good race start there until lap 4 we go, and unfortunate for Teddy, disconnect there. Ruins his chances of the podium.
Box is in the way as well now. Box having a pit done already. It's going to be ahead of Omega Miz and Voig, both fighting for 3rd place. J-Tastic has gotten past him just earlier. Rubik has a 3-second gap ahead. Rubik definitely has the pace to absolutely win and dominate this race. Oh, Box is getting a scrape there on the straight before Hamilton corner. And Voik and Omega Miz get past easily. What about behind him? Zooks Nilu and Saitamo are both fighting as well. They just got past Currywurst. Someone might get bumped here. That is both of them going safe into turn 2.
Right,
oh, look at this! It's Scriptdev. Scriptdev is back as well to with Saitama and Zooks Nilu. Saitamo finally putting on a Saitama skin, just keeping the same face from Animates. Looks like Scriptdev has gotten past as well. Wolfman is oh no, he's not even fighting with them. But Kunzi's gonna be way ahead, right ahead of him too.
Right, let's keep an eye on this battle still, because it is still going strong with backmarkers ahead. J-Tastic currently behind the German YT. He's already made an appearance compared to these drivers. He's going to make another one. Seems to have cleared all of them easily for the top 3 drivers. Top 4, excuse me.
Yeah, with a techno Gustav. Oh no, that's just German. With Iltisamor flying past him as well. Iltis losing a bit of time there to the backmarkers. Rubik just with the raw pace, getting past 2 more backmarkers just now.
Yeah, one's going to go into the pits. He's in tandem with Crypti Faxo, and he clears pretty simply there for Rubik. Into lap 7 we go for Rubik, who has increased his lead 3.5 seconds now, and they have one backmarker between him and J-Tastic.
Already more than halfway past the race already. This is I think it's gone a little quick, don't you think?
A little bit. Oh, watch out for Moon on the inside of that one. Just like in the pit lane, getting bumped there. Omega Miz and Voik still in tandem this entire race. I feel like
I don't know how long they've been in tandem so far. Omega Miz and Voik having the fight of their lives right now. 11 laps seems quite short.
Someone's been breaking the track.
We have a few. Yep, I was about to talk about that. The few blocks broken there. And not sure who the culprit would be. Although J-Tastic still under humongous pressure. Voik is within 8/10 of him right now. Omega Miz still in tandem with Voik. And there you go, J-Tastic making a mistake there, but not enough for Voik or Omega to try and try and capitalize off it.
Do you think one of the reasons why these drivers are stuck in tandem for so long is because if at any point J-Tastic slows them down, they slow them both down, and they keep them in tandem, so they can't really pull ahead right now?
Your guess is as good as mine, but
I don't think so. J-Tastic doesn't seem to be slowing them down at all, but perhaps he is an obstacle for them to stay behind.
Something I find interesting to see is not many people of these people that you see usually in the top of FC2 sheets or leaderboards are not many of them are up here anymore. I mean, you obviously have Iltisamor, who won previously in Spa last weekend, but your top 4, Rubik, J-Tastic, Omega Miz, Voik, you don't necessarily notice them in you don't necessarily notice them throughout the season so far, as we are just past the halfway point of the FC2 calendar.
Right on. Well, we did announce F1. I haven't seen the announcement. Has announced.
Oh, wait, hold on. Sorry to cut you off right now. Voik and Omega Miz are gonna have to get past Lucid FR. This might change up the fight right now because Omega Miz has a slight advantage, 3/10 ahead. Will he find a move on Lucid? Seems like it. And
gets
he
cleared.
just gets bumped. the side there, Omega Miz trying to get past Voik, and it doesn't seem like Voik is gonna give up this one. This is
Not
still
yet,
a
although
podium
there's quite
that
a
he
gap
won,
starting
and
to
there
form.
we go.
Jay-Tastic
Jay-Tastic!
getting
It's
bumped
Jay-Tastic who gets
into
bumped.
Mansell, and that's going to lose
Oh, and
him
it seemed like-
2 positions to Omega and Voigt. That must have been to Captain Glasses ahead. And
Oh,
that,
absolutely. No one else could have done that right now. Senior Casper is ahead as well, but way too far for Jay-Tastic to lose those 2 positions. Omega Miz and Voigt both fighting for possibly a net podium position. Iltis Moore going for his first pit as well. Ferrari 15, Captain Bunny, who have very interesting strategies, pitting early as well as Ferrari. I want to see where Ferrari is because he
he's
is
just
fighting
got past Quasar.
yeah, he just got past Quasar. He's fighting with Iltis Moore now. Ferrari 15 trying to get around. Oh my goodness, that's close with the backmarkers. That's another backmarkers. Dr. Spatz. Ferrari 15 pushing everything. The Austrian against the German. Iltis Moore having another backmarker. Hamarakos is not going to matter for him that much, but I don't know about Ferrari at 15. The 5-time race winner of the season. Iltis Moore gets
Iltis
bumped.
gets
And that is
bumped.
Ferrari flying past Iltis Moore.
There you go.
giving
Ferrari bringing it up to the top 10 with 1 pit in hand already. Ferrari. It's going to be scary for people like Omega Miz, who just entered the pits.
Oh, there's Skillow as well, who hasn't done a pit. Yeah, he gets bumped. Ferrari 15 gets bumped as well as I mean, no one who's really fighting with him except for Iltis Moore, who just
Well, I
did
will say
catch him.
Omega Miz just entered the pit lane from
and Jimmy Knight
3rd
top
here.
off, got it.
So this might be, we'll see where he compares to Ferrari as he exits the pit lane. He's doing so right now. I mean, we're on lap 9 already, so drivers are going to be, a lot of them are going to the pits. Yeah, a lot of them behind. Look at that. NG Main, Saitamo, Sleepwalking, not quite Killer, are all in the pits. And we'll see if he ends up ahead or behind Ferrari. Omega Miz seems to be clear and away from Ferrari. Oh, somebody's teleporting me to, what the heck?
What?
Who is this guy? Are you
Who is
getting
that
this
guy?
too?
I don't know. I'm gonna go back to Rubik.
I don't know. I'm just gonna kick him. I don't know. Right. Well, we have more in the pits going through. I see Laser Kill. Yes, he is in the pits, but Omega Miz is just 12 seconds ahead of Ferrari. So perhaps there is possibly a podium chance for Ferrari 15, but he has to close 12 seconds in 2 laps. And well, it's not impossible, but it is, well, not with with skill like that. I mean, that is one way to
I don't know.
improve
Mega
those
Miz seems to
seconds.
have decent air right now. Actually, Currywurst might be trouble for him at the moment. And we do have a 3-way fight though. Doggo is
Oh,
is
Rubik.
fighting with Iltis Moore and NG Main at the moment. Should probably. I'm kind of curious as to who's gonna win this here.
We'll have to
NG
see. A
Main.
lot of people are saying Shell Joe is winning this race, but not looking too good from him. I don't even know where he is on our leaderboard anymore. He must have taken 2 pits.
Maybe he has a second pit done. Maybe he does. I'm not sure. We haven't seen him yet. Rubik Boy, Jay-Tastic, and Zeus Nilu all forced to go for their pits now. After this lap 9, they do not want to get disqualified, and this is the latest they can pit in the race.
Well,
so
we'll see
far.
where he compares to Omega Miz and see. Looks like he does going to come out ahead of Omega pretty cleanly. They've got
Omega's in the back straight right now. Here we go, and
yeah, Rubik's far enough
here's
away. He's
Voigt,
already
though, who
through
flies-
the
he
first
flies past
turn.
Voigt.
Rubik is still leading this race by a hefty margin. 7 seconds is the gap. So
And Ferrari 15
it's
not
going to be
gaining
quite hard
that
for him to
much
lose
either.
this one with 2 laps to go.
Actually, Ferrari 15 is right on the back of Zeus Nilu as he goes for a dive bomb. Digo's feeling brave as well, but Ferrari 15 getting a similar move to that Max Verstappen did earlier in F1. And Ferrari 15 taking the move, going for P5. He still wants as many points as possible for this FC2 championship.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're even if he's in maybe not the best situation, he looks like he's sitting 6th, maybe 7th, with
No, he's
Larpioza
sitting in
on the
6th place at
prowl.
the moment, but Larpioza, Marsonic are 2 people to watch out for as well. They both have 2 pits. Sheljo not having the best race either, with 2 pits done, but behind both Larpioza and Marsonic. And what other tandem fights can we watch? Not much. So we'll
We can
keep
look-
watching Ferrari.
Take a look
Keep
at
watching
Voigt.
Ferrari and Zeus Nilu.
Voigt is currently 2 seconds behind Omega. You can see him right there. This is for between 2nd and 3rd. They got quite a lot of room, actually. It is pretty open on this side of the track, which is where all the leaders are right now.
Hey,
Of course, it's never always clean and empty, but... What's that?
We should probably look at Ferrari 15 and Zux Nilo, as we might see a position change here. Zux Nilo getting bumped there off into sector 3, as Ferrari has stolen the P5 position away from him, as Ferrari will be trying to catch up 5 seconds to J-Tastic in the last couple of laps, as
Everyone's in the pits. There goes Rubik, Omega, Voigt, J-Tastic, all in the pits. Ferrari following suit. Zuxinlo in just a couple seconds will be as well.
Jimmy, Deceptive, and Kilolo will all have to go for the pit. Everyone with just one pit done.
And where is Larpioza in all this? Where is he on track right now? Because he could steal away something magnificent if
I don't know.
he has put in the pace.
Far off. He's been putting pace, but he's on the final corner now, exiting here on the back straight.
Right.
Rubik's out.
Rubik's out into PK. He is clearing away.
Like
5 seconds away. 1 lap to go for Rubik. Can he hold it together to take this race win for himself? Behind, of course, 2 back markers. Omega behind by quite. Actually, there's a lot of back markers between them all.
Rubik seems to have a victory lap coming up right now, and he will be our newest FC2 race winner here in Hungaroring.
Yeah, along the lines of Quasar, Mafiosa, and Hotspot are the 3 most recent winners of the FC2 Hungarian Grand Prix. Puts himself in good company, doesn't he?
Yeah, quite.
Those are all very good names, aren't they?
Here we go. 7 seconds though between him and Omega Miz. It seems very close.
A lot of back markers too. Omega does get past 1, but yeah, it's not enough. Omega has to work for a miracle, or Rubik has to end his lapping catastrophe.
Yep. But Ferrari 15 losing 2 more positions after pitting, but we should go back to Rubik, who will be starting the very last sector of the very last lap of the track.
Yeah, here he goes into Schumacher.
Not fancying a move there. Rubik losing a bit of time there. He might have gotten bumped as Omega Miz caught up 5 seconds.
Yeah,
we have Dream and Mr. Splat, who might cause trouble. Never mind.
Oh, Omega is getting bumped into Senna. Is that going to be enough for an overtake?
Takes the position all of a
sudden. From Voigt, it is. Voigt going to the second and the last turn. Rubik is coming across the line right now as he finishes. He wins the FC2 Hungarian Grand Prix, and it's stolen for second place. Voigt, then Omega Mid at the last lap, the last turns. Into third goes Larpioza, or excuse me, fourth for Larpioza, J-Tastic, Marsonic, Ferrari 15, Zuxinlo, Shell Joe, NG Main, Rapping Ivy, then Iltis and more coming in through 12th. 13th goes to Sleepwalking. 14th, in just a couple seconds, will be Builder Matty. There he is. Into 15th, just behind, is Satimo. Spooky Jimmy, Castle Class. Then we have Italian name, I think it's another lap. So Punnings, Captain Bunny, into your top 20. Wow, what a quick overtake there in Senna for Voigt, stealing the P2 from Omega Miz after a big mistake.
Getting it away from J-Tastic as well for P4. Marsonic holding off Ferrari 15, Zux Nulu, Sheljo at once as well for that P6 finish. And it's been an absolutely long train of finishers all the way down to P20, 20-ish. And we have about 40 drivers. Mafiosa finishing exactly in 40th from the back. And we got T-Bosch in P45. We're getting a decent amount of race finishers this time around.
Absolutely. Mafiosa only 40th in FC2. That says something about how different these leagues are from each other. The championship leader of FC1 you'd think would dominate here in FC2, but he does not. It's only 40th for Mafiosa. Of course, I don't think he had much practice time in the Hungaroring, but even still, it is quite a difference for him. Only 40th. Let's keep coming through.
Voigt asking Omega Miz what the heck has just happened there, and then just in utter confusion as everyone is cheering for him as this is his first podium, I believe, in FC2. Good stuff for him. Rubik getting his first race in FC2 as well. Race win in FC2, I believe.
Yeah, Rubik did pretty dang good there with a race win, and yeah, you can double check. I'm pretty sure that is his first race win in FC2. Right, we will wait to the race ends before we get our interviews going, but we can give everyone the champagne, also known as Snowballs 100 to everybody. Here you go. Bring it to our podium here. Rubik on top, Voigt in second there with Omega Miz in third. And last lap overtake once again for Voigt to steal away a podium, or in a second place anyway, from Omega. And honestly, we'll have to talk to him in just a second here, Omega, on how that happened. It was obviously a bump into a backmarker, but was there a reason he was pushing so hard, or did he just didn't expect something from one of the backmarkers behind? Oh, we'll chat with him in
I don't
just
know.
a
We've
second.
seen many of those scenarios before. Those last lap overtakes that happen usually because someone or just a random backmarker does the most random thing, and it's super hard to avoid. I can't really blame Omega Miz on this one. I believe that's what happened.
I'll be alright.
I was watching Rubik cross the line as he was doing the final corner, and winning the Hungaroring Grand Prix in
Right,
FC2.
guys.
Right. Well, let's talk about it. Omega Miz, just in Senna. What happened?
So my qualifying wasn't great at all. That's one thing. I got stuck a lot behind. I think it was Tastic, and Rubik was going away, so we were fighting for second. And then in like the second final corner, I decided to mess up. I think it was my only bump of the race, and I lose P2. So yeah.
That sucks. It wasn't all bad. I'll say, you get a bump in the last lap, it only loses you one position. You stay on the podium, so it's not the worst. To give you some optimism there, but still, good race in there, Omega. Staying in tandem for so long with Tastic was, I'm sure, quite an exhausting couple of laps. And you held it together, and you're able to keep him behind you, and along with Larpioza. So, congratulations, P3 Omega. All right, into second, Voigt stealing it away.
Hello.
The last turn,
Hello.
or into Senna actually, and
Yeah. I got super lucky. I was hoping for a P3, but yeah, I don't know what happened to Omega. I think he got bumped or something.
yeah, you got bumped by back markers.
That's unlucky. I'm very happy. This is like top 10 moments of my life for sure.
Yeah, your first podium in FC2. How's it feel?
Amazing. I'm shaking honestly. So yeah.
Yeah, absolutely perfect stuff there from you. And the battles were tough, and you came out on top. With Rubik, but he was off in his own world for quite a bit there. And
Yeah, he's too good.
congratulations, Voigt. P2, first podium. Rubik, your first win, I believe, of FC2.
Yeah. First
And-
podium as well.
First podium as well. My gosh, and what a great way to do it on top of the gold here. Walk me through your emotions, maybe, or your race. What happened there in the Hungaroring?
I mean, it was pretty boring, I guess. I got quite lucky with back markers. I just kind of went forward.
Right, yeah. I mean, it's one of those front-running races where you get ahead, you increase the lead, and all you have to do is just play your race, and you'll be fine. And that's exactly what you did. Pressure didn't get to you, did it?
Well, yeah, nearly at the end there, but yeah.
Nearly at the end. Well, a first win, Rubik, for you. Congratulations. A P1 here at the Hungaroring, and you have the most confidence going into the summer break. Do you think you can do anything more coming when we get up to September? Is there more race wins to come?
I mean, I'm trying to do well in FC1, but maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Rubik, congratulations to you and your team, to Voigt in second and third to Omega. That's going to wrap things up for FC2 in the Hungaroring and the first half of the season for FC1 and FC2. Next time we'll see you in a broadcast like this is BCC. So stay tuned for that one. And after that, of course, we go back to our regular season. But until then, we'll see you next on the best weekend to be a boat racer. Anything left to say, Mark? No, I think he's gone. I think he left. Well, we will see you then. BCC 2026.